And here we go again. Thank you everybody for coming in tonight for the Wednesday night chat. Hello, Rob. How you doing? And this is my co-host for the night is Mr. Cliff from
Folks,
Watch It Outdoors. So we'll be talking anything from gardening to pest control, camping. Who knows?
greetings, Rob. How's it going?
Yep. Let me move this here so I can
Hunting and
do
stuff
this.
with J&J. Welcome.
Yep. Hunting and stuff,
Me
J&J.
popping
How you
earlier.
doing? And Tiny Titan, good evening. That's Lori.
Good evening,
Molly
Lori.
just had to remind me.
Well, we got two Loris. We got Tiny's Lori, and then we also have Firefly's Lori.
Yeah. What do you want? You want to be on camera? No, he turns away. He goes, I'll show you my backside.
You can see the back door.
Yeah, if it. Oh, there you go. So yeah. So those of you who already watched my short today, today was my first day. I had to deal with hornworms. So I did a quick little video to show a tip on how to get rid of the hornworms. And it works about 95% of the time. Like I said, if you have clothespins, you can just clip them on there with a clothespin, and they will eventually just fall off. And you come by and pick up the clothespins later on because they will be dead. So there's our first portion of our pest control for the evening.
Yeah, hornworms are turds, and they'll eat your plant real fast.
Real fast. I mean, they were already hitting me hard today. I pulled one big one off, 3 mediums, and 2 small. Just follow the chewings. You will find them.
Let's put it this way. Once that thing gets to about the size of a pinky, it will eat 2 or 3 leaves a day.
No, more than that. Those things eat like all day.
Yeah. I've seen them eat I've had them on my lettuce before, and they'll eat like 2 to 3 lettuce leaves.
Oh, that's a big leaf.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, what is eating my lettuce? And I'll start lifting each leaf, and there's a big old fat hornworm. You son, I'll rip that whole thing off. I'll just chuck it out in the yard and let the birds eat
it. No, I don't use fire because I don't want to harm my plant. So that's why you got to usually pinch them off. They'll try and go around, scare you, thinking that, oh, it's going to bite the crap out of me.
They really don't. Basically, what the hornworm does is it turns all the way over and it tags you with the top of that little spine.
Then it spits all over you.
And it's getting whacked with that little tiny. That horn is a little hard, so it does kind of poke you. But it's just more startling. But that's why I grab them by the horn and I just pull them off.
Yeah, the horny worms.
Or I'm an a-hole, and if I'm in a really, really just destructive mood, I'll literally take my pruning shears or my clippers, and I'll just clip the end of that hole, I'll go to the bottom of it, basically like the way they do poaching for rhino horns. And I'll get right down to the base of that thing, I'll just chop it off, and you just see all the juices just leaking out of it.
Oh yeah,
they fall off the tree after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just trying to get them under control. Try and get them earlier. Hello, CR, how you doing?
I have not seen any so far because I still have a lot of lettuce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, the only really control I found for them is just to pluck them off. CR says hi, Molly. And she's watching one of her other YouTubers. Instead of mine, giving me the hours. Which is I'm actually creeping up now, too.
Mine are not, and I lost 4 subs.
Oh, bummer.
I knew. I saw that.
Yeah, he started more sunflower seeds, yes. Yeah, so I also popped that on Instagram, too. Oh, yeah, like I said, we got a lot of peas. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I wish I had bees. I got no bees.
No, I'm waiting to get the beans going, and I'll probably have those.
Oh, you said beans. I thought you said bees.
No, peas. I wish I had bees. But yeah, my tomatoes are blooming. I got a bunch of small little pickle bush pickles.
Rob, that means those hours have already been past their yearly expiration.
Hmm.
Videos, you have your hour count is about a year long. Once your hours hit that 1 year, they start disappearing. So you have to constantly make content.
Yes.
Rob, if you got bees around your
Get a
hive,
box.
get a V box. Get them
Get
in
it.
there.
Oh yeah, get them in there. And try and well, I don't know if you can get the lamestring hives there. I'm sure you can.
You can buy hives. They've got hives for, as far as I know, they have the flow hives too out there.
Yeah, but those are gonna be the langstroms. I don't know what size they have over there in England. I don't know if it's gonna be the 8 frame or the 10 frame or both. Because here we have both. I prefer the 10 frames. But yeah, like I said, still no bees this year. I was kind of hoping a gentleman down the road that I work with, he has some bees, and uh, he doesn't think that his hive split this year. Yeah, you can get the nuke box, which I believe has 5 frames in it, 3 or 5 frames. I think 3. Yep,
Nice.
rain
You
yesterday,
got
sun
good
today.
weather.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of my stuff was kind of postponed for the day because I was helping the crews out there trim trees, get them those trees away from the transformer and the vines.
Oh yeah, because they'll creep up there and short those things out.
Oh yeah, or when the wind blows, you can tap that transformer. No power. But guess what? I'm at the end of the line. We'll be one of the last people to be fixed.
Yeah, you got. Well, you did depend. The nuke box depends on what kind you're getting, but looking from what I'm seeing, it's anywhere between 3 and 5. Oop, Jason died.
No, daughter just came home from the store. Hold on. Oh yeah, hi Des.
Wait, who's here? I don't even know who's in here. Hey, Des, how's it going?
I think she made it inside, so the dog's gonna stop barking. Well, you know how that is. And let's see what else we got going on. Like I said, the asparagus fruit is starting to redden up. I saw one red one today.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. So I'm thinking about relocating some of my boxes I have in the back, move them to the front, where they get the afternoon shade for the asparagus,
Sweet.
and they'll get plenty of water there. It's closer to the spigot, since I only have one spigot right now. Until I get some funding to put in the infrastructure for outside, which will probably be a while.
I
Ooh,
have
see, I already have
two,
a
but they're like in the middle of the yard.
Mhm. Yeah, well, like I said, I need to get one on east side of the house, east side of the property. Then I need to get them on the south side of the property. One in the greenhouse. One in the greenhouse, I'll probably just have a regular faucet in there because I don't want to have to deal with putting in a hydrant in the greenhouse.
Gotcha.
Now, when it'll still be protected from the cold. But yeah, all the ones out in the yard, that's all exposed to that north wind, and they will freeze. I've even had them wrapped up in the bushes, and they still froze. Was it 4 years ago? Yeah, I think 4 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. They froze solid and split. I was like, yeah, well, there goes all that. So yeah, whenever I put in a spigot, I'm putting in a hydrant instead. Way better.
I should be straight now.
Yeah, make it look like I'm at the campground.
I have two of those in my yard, but the thing is, it doesn't usually get that cold down here. Plus, they're insulated.
Oh yeah, like I said, you don't even have to insulate a hydrant because the valve is underground.
Yeah, we have. I think we installed the 5-footers.
Yeah, that's what I got here. So it's 2 feet in the ground, 3 feet above ground.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, $65 a pop, and plus
Yeah, they're freaking. Actually, I think ours were like they're getting actually. Well, they're cheaper where you're at down here. They're like $120 a piece.
Ouch.
Yeah, it sucks, and that's the you start getting into like the 8 and 10 foot long ones. Ooh, man, you that's a paycheck right there.
And you still have to put in the ground. You got to put a container of pea gravel so that it has a place to drain.
Yep, that's what we have around ours.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, like I said, then you just put a stake in the ground, hold it up, or put a a piece of 4x4 like I did. I used a piece of 4x4. Then I just put the aluminum ring around it. Just some flimsy aluminum that I filled it full of rocks.
We just have we had a bunch of like 8-inch PVC that were from around the house.
Yeah.
And we just cut like a 2-foot section, 3-foot section, just shoved it in the ground and just filled the bastard with rocks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, I put a bucket in the ground, fill it full of pea gravel, and make sure because I got the sand here, so I had to be real careful. And then I just drilled holes at the bottom of it. Then I cut a hole in the lid, slid it on there, and
we didn't even drill a hole at the bottom of ours because again we have the same problem. We've got sand and dirt and gravel, so we just shoved it in the ground, filled it with rocks, and just left it there.
Yeah, I got the sand and clay, so I didn't want to get back in the rocks and just filling up all those pores where I have it weep out.
Yeah.
Oh, Lori had no garden this year.
Well,
yeah, my daughter
she was moving. That's why.
The room. Oh, understand. Yeah, like I said, I will probably be giving away radish seeds here soon. As I was showing Cliff earlier. Container number 1.
Seeds.
All radish seeds. And yes, I did eat some of the radish seeds when they were young. They were good.
Okay.
Before the seeds get hard. And then one of these full. And I still got more out there on the on some of the plants.
Yep. I'm waiting for mine to take off because, like I said, I planted it really weird. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of stuff just intermingled at this point because I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm not just going to sit here and just plant and like. So I had a little stick. I had like 3 little planting sticks that are pointed, and I just stick them in the ground and put seeds in there. I planted like 4 rows of 5 for the daikons, and I spaced them about every 3 inches.
Okay. Hi, Grace.
Hey, Grace, how's it going?
Yeah.
I planted them on the 1st. It's the 8th, and most of them already germinated.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna try putting some in towards the end of September, so I can get them at least that big around, about yay long. So if I put them in now, I might put some in where it's going to be kind of shaded a little bit. Then we'll see how that does for the summertime. So I'll probably put them on the east side of the house there, where it's almost shaded almost all day.
Well, you get enough of them in one area, they'll shade themselves.
Yeah.
Because those things have some ridiculous tops for foliage.
Oh, yes, they do. Mine were about thigh high. So, yeah, they were, or maybe a little bit taller, maybe waist high with a couple of them. Yeah. Some of them started bolting again. So I was like, really?
Yeah, the only way to curb that is to literally, you go down to where, like, in between the bottom 2-3 leaves, and you just cut that whole stem off.
Yeah.
And you just leave those 2 or 3 little leaves, and the thing will just keep going.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be nice if they came back and I can get more seeds out of them. But it is a root. It'll probably store its carbohydrates and try and grow again.
Actually, if you leave it in the ground and it has enough foliage and it doesn't freeze, it will grow more seeds next season. And that's the only thing it will do.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would be nice. Like I said, because as soon as they bolt, yeah, they're going to be too woody to eat.
You have a window, but it's a very short window.
And I missed it. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, when they bolt, once you start seeing the flowers, you've missed your window.
Yeah.
Nice, PR. I wish you luck on that one. I hope you
same
get
here.
some sunflowers.
Yeah, so the Sweet Williams are just going crazy, just blooming. So, which is actually
nice.
Yeah, like I said, I'll probably do a video update either probably tomorrow or Friday. To me, 7 days is a little bit too short. 14 days is a little bit too long. So I'm thinking about just doing it in between.
I do like a 10-day video.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. The last one was, the 8th? No, that wasn't the 8th. It was, when was that? When was that? Let's see. That was on the 1st.
Yeah, when I was out there planting all the weird stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that video did not do well today. It says I'm only showing 2 views.
On the hornworm one?
No, yeah. 5 views. That's it. Wow.
I know I watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it was just weird. I just posted a video and nothing happened.
That's how I felt on Monday when I threw out that 30-minute one. I went the whole day and I was like, halfway through the day, I'm like, this thing's only got like 3 views.
Yeah, I know. My last one I did yesterday, it didn't get the views until after dark. And only got, 438, I believe?
I don't even think mine broke 50.
Let's see. Content.
I think my lack of consistency is kicking my butt, but the problem is I keep running out of freaking room on my phone.
Yeah,
48 views on that one. Didn't even break 60.
Yeah. 436. I was like, really? And that was with the little chainsaw short. By the way, that little thing's badass. Yeah, see, Grace says she watched the hornworm. I mean, it makes it easy. You can use a pair of needle nose pliers, lineman's pliers, clothespins. Like I said, with the clothespins, if you get a packet of clothespins, you can just walk up there, clip them, just walk away, and grab the next one. Come back about 30 minutes later and just pick them all up.
You could also be an a-hole like me and get bored and just cut them in half.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure, because they're usually stuck to one leaf. So you just cut them in half. The worst you're going to do is lose a leaf.
Yeah.
And then they fall off. Hi, daughter of Jason.
Yes. Yeah. No, she wasn't going to moon anybody. Oh, my icon is not on the YouTube side. I wonder why.
It's not on the StreamYard side either.
Really? So that was probably the bill that was due on the wife's card because she had to get a new card.
Lost it or expired?
Compromised.
Erroneous charges.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, that little mini chainsaw, Molly saw that for me, and because I was struggling with the 16-inch chainsaw to cut branches 2.5 inches in diameter. I had to use both hands for the chainsaw instead of holding it and trying to cut it with the other, and I was just struggling with it. That's what took me so long to get as far as I did. So now I got the small one. I can breeze through it a lot easier.
That's why I have a bunch of pruning saws at the house.
Yeah. But yeah, that little saw really does get going. I mean, it's 21 volts. I know it's $40. You get what you pay for. But if it gets me 2 years, I'll be ecstatic with that.
Even a year, $40.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, are you really
Oh,
wasting money?
hi Steve. How you doing,
Hey
Steve?
guys,
What's going on,
good
Steve?
job.
Come on.
Let's
We're
go.
talking about gardening, a little bit of pest control,
Cool.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, it's gonna be all over the place like it normally is. So I just said, we'll just blanket it all. Yeah, my conversations on this channel just goes. It's a squirrel moment. Again, oh look, a squirrel.
We try to keep on track. The one that usually throws us off track is not here tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He may or may not be watching in the background, just not up on panel.
yeah.
Hello, everybody in chat.
Hello, Steve, the Backwoods Misfit. If nobody's got Misfit down there, go ahead and pick him up. Sometimes his lives go a little bit wonky too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I try and keep mine kind of clean because I do know I do have kids watching my videos.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it clean. I mean,
No
sometimes
topless videos.
yeah, like I said, well, we'll say raccoon, we'll say the trash panda, the fluffy cows and the murder kitties. Since
Speaking of
everybody likes
which,
to change the name of animals, I might as well just put it in appropriate form.
has
Yeah.
anyone else gotten trampled by a fluffy cow this season?
Close. I've been keeping my eyes on it. There's been a couple of instances where a gentleman walked up to a bull elk, and he gave him the warning signs, and he understood that warning sign, and he backed away.
Shouldn't have been dumb enough to get near a bull elk in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you knew.
They have a huge rack.
Yes, they do, with sharp little pointy daggers all over it.
Yeah, hence the term 10 point or 12 point or 15 point.
Oh no, the elk are different. Yeah, they don't drop those and regrow them; they keep them.
They just get bigger and bigger and bigger and sharper and pointier and harder and
Sharper.
Yeah.
And bigger. The whole animal's a lot bigger.
Pointier, thicker, harder, fatter, stronger.
Yeah. But like I said, and yeah, it's kind of fun. Like I said, what is it? It's what is it on Instagram? It's Turons of Yellowstone. So the tourist morons of Yellowstone is the name of the channel.
God.
And there's a lot of not so bright people.
There really aren't. I still blame social media.
No, I blame Disney.
And social media.
Yeah. Thank you, Disney, for making them think that wild animals want to be our friends.
If not friendly, why friend-shaped?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I always say that the devil made the squirrel, but God made it cute.
I would say orange cats.
That too, yes. But everybody goes, "Oh, look, a cute little squirrel."
Then it bites you.
Oh yeah, especially with that lady in the car. That was absolutely hilariously funny. I still laugh every time I see that.
Same thing with rats and mice. They're cute when they're little, and then they grow up and they chew on you and it hurts.
Oh yeah. Cause damage to houses. Start house fires, believe it or not. Let's have a cup of coffee. Thank you for joining us this evening. Yeah, like I said, we talk about a lot of stuff on my live streams. Like I said, it bounces all over, so a lot of times I don't even try and keep a topic anymore because it just goes everywhere. So it's whatever it takes us for the Wednesday night chat.
I agree with you on that one, Rob.
Yeah, but
Is Molly by you, Jason?
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay, tell her I said hi.
Hi.
Yeah, she's right here. She
Hi.
heard you.
Okay.
Did you hear her?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me get that piece of
Yeah, and good
plastic
evening,
away
cup
from
of
the
coffee.
speakers and the microphone, and yeah, like I said, speaking coffee.
Micro speaker phones.
Yep, gotta have
What do you
coffee.
do with my cup? Oh, it's over there.
Oh yeah,
Just in case.
yeah. I
Just in
thought about
case.
having a drink this evening. Nah, you know what? The coffee sounds better, especially after I ate. Yeah, I don't want to even. I don't like to usually drink after I eat.
Yeah, because it puts you into a food coma and you just want to go
You like Colin?
lean back and be done.
Yep.
The amount of times he's done that on a live stream.
On his own, no less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, oh, by the way, folks, next week I will be going up early, probably 2 hours early, so more likely 6 o'clock. I'll try and end it around about 8 because I do have to get up super early in the morning to get underway to head to Arkansas. Because we're going to be running up to the meetup up there at Blue Mountain Lake at the Waveland Campground. And it looks like the whole campground is packed with YouTubers this weekend.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, Jesse and Lisa are going. There's a couple of YouTubers that live in the area. They're going to be day tripping it there. Like probably Jason and Tara will probably be day tripping. Who else is up in that area? Several others are going to be doing a day tripping. Some of them will be coming from the Houston area. Several of them will be coming in from Missouri, Oklahoma, I believe Kentucky as well. Let's see.
Now, CR is always busy.
Oh, yeah. When is CR not busy? I mean, even in his sleep, he's doing something.
Probably.
Yeah. So, like I said, so we'll be gone for that weekend. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that's going to be going on short term. Oh, I didn't get a chance to do the chicken hunt yet. That was called off for the weekend, so no chicken hunt this weekend.
So
Sorry,
you're not
folks.
going chicken hunting?
No, I don't know when, but it's going to be postponed for 2 weeks because it got postponed this week from their side. And since I'm going to be busy next weekend and getting back, well, my weekend. I'm sorry, folks, my weekend. Yeah, so it could be about 3 weeks away. So, and she didn't have anything set up this for this weekend, and she didn't feel good this weekend, which is the mother-in-law. As some of you folks do know, we got to get rid of a couple of roosters. So I figured I'd just turn it into, one of those silly little chicken hunts.
Well, if you're going to get rid of them, bring them to your property.
No, I don't. She has all the gear. She wants to try out the chicken plucker and that kind of stuff. Stuff takes a lot to set up and clean up before, clean up and after, set everything up. I necessarily don't like the burner that they have because it shuts off after 25 minutes and you have to restart it. You can't keep turning it, back up on the timer. So you have to wait until it goes out, and then you got to relight it.
Oof.
And I hate it.
Change out the timer.
No, the timer's built into the regulator.
Change it.
To what?
You're an electrician. Change it.
No, it's a mechanical timer on the regulator.
Yeah, change that too. Just rip out the whole thing and just bypass it all.
Yeah, it's all in one unit. That's the whole problem there. But yeah, so that's got postponed for a little while. Yeah, so I know it'll be warm when I have to do that, which is good and bad at the same time. That means you just got to be a lot quicker. Hold on.
There she screams and something or other with chicken beans.
Welcome to that drama queen.
Tonight's episode of Total YouTube Drama.
Yeah, like I said, it's I don't have to watch the Kardashians. I got one here. Anywho, back to whatever it is we were talking about. Oh yes, the chicken hunts. Yeah, so
Chicken
the
plus
problem is it's gonna be warming up, so that means I have to get it up and do it real early. Make sure everything's set up the night before, so that I can get them taken care of. And during the process, I don't want to step on YouTube's toes about that. So I can show certain things, but I won't be able to be showing the cleaning process that they should kind of allow, so people have an understanding of what it is like to harvest your own livestock.
You can show them in the chicken plucker. You just can't show the dispatch phase.
No, they don't want the cleaning phase. Believe it or not,
I've seen people use the chicken pluckers on YouTube, and they haven't been whacked for it.
No, I meant when you clean the insides, they don't like.
Oh
that.
yeah, they don't like purge videos.
Yeah, like I said, I do know that some other channels, they do show some of the dispatching. I'm not going to show that because that's kind of how I am. That's maybe you'll get the gist of it. If you've seen my my raccoon videos that I've had, yeah, I showed up to that point, then I stop, and then quick changes.
Shit, I watched my neighbor do it. And I hate my neighbors over there. When they bought this property, they had like chickens everywhere. They had a freaking cow. They had like 4 pigs. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I get stupid cows keeping me up. But then she grabbed the chicken, grabbed it, stuck that sucker on a stump, wet.
Oh yeah.
And then just sat there and plucked it right there, right on the stump.
Well, I'm going to pick them off from about 25 yards away, so they won't have a chance to be stressed out when I go after them. Once you start chasing chickens, yeah, they stress out. The meat kind of gets a little on the tough side, and you got to let it age for like 7 days for it to go away. But you still have that kind of a weird taste. But if you just pick them off, yeah, no troubles.
Chicken.
Oh yeah. Well, but chickens don't have fingers.
They don't. Buffaloes don't have wings either.
Yeah. I only ate a portion of my dinner earlier. I only had the burrito.
A burrito?
Yeah, a burrito. Or actually 2 small ones.
Sonic?
No. The tortillas were only 10 inches, for crying out loud. That's a small burrito.
Yeah, that is a small burrito.
You fold them up, yeah. It's just
about the size of a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was about the size of them. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I was gonna do some kind of funny intro with that, and now I have to kind of wait.
Why?
I actually have an intro, that I kind of want to do. Make it look like a big process just to walk across the way.
Do it. Film yourself walking and then do it all in slow-mo, so it makes it look like you're walking even farther.
No, I was just gonna load everything in the van and just drive over there about 75 feet. Then unload the video. Then unload
Is it even 75 feet?
Yeah. Well, 100 feet. Now it might be 125 feet, but still, it would be funny. Spend a lot of time throwing everything in the back of the van and then just drive away. Then park. Then unload everything. Just to make it kind of funny.
Load it all up in a hauling trailer and then drive over there.
Because that would be kind of funny. I don't know if
it would be funny.
Yeah, it would be. Just the process of doing everything, kissing the wife. She goes, "Have a nice hunt." Just drive over 100 feet or so. It'd be funny. So yeah, all of those who are in here are going to get a sneak peek on that one. Uh,
No.
let's see. Still, I have not seen the armadillo yet. We've got a ton of rain, so all the holes are starting to fill back in with all the diggings that they've done. So
Might not see him anymore this season.
I don't know. There's still a lot of grubs to go. So and those things can smell those grubs down there about 8 inches into the soil. They can smell them. Just think about that.
Ship me a couple of them. I'm gonna freaking stick them out in my yard.
What, the grubs or the armadillos?
No, ship me the armadillos. I can get rid of my grubs.
Yeah, I actually watched a video on the armadillos earlier today, and I learned, that very few of them have leprosy or the Hansen's disease, but they said the Hansen's is not curable but treatable. But what it is they actually carry it on their feet, and I did not know that. So I actually learned something today. Yes, because I happen to like armadillos. No, I really don't want to dispatch it. I really don't. But trying to get it to go into a cage and everything else, keep it from digging up underneath the house.
Good luck.
This is one of those things where, yeah, it might be easier for me just to get rid of the armadillo instead of trying to trap them or anything else. Thank you. Just my supper. I had to wait for the oil to arrive to make the French fries. So yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of them because I think they're kind of ugly, cute at the same time, and they're fascinating. They're a very fascinating creature.
They're weird because they're hard and hairy, but then again, we won't go there. But yeah, it's the carapace is just weird because it's got these little hairs on them, and you can physically see them. You're muted.
Wrong button. Yeah, like I said, I find them very very curious. I think they're kind of cool.
I would say the biggest curiosity and oddity would be a combination of both the platypus and an armadillo. That'd be a platymadillo or an armapus.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I came across a YouTube channel today. I actually subbed to, and I don't know why. I've never come across that before. Let me do this here.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I mean, the guy's an animal rescue.
Okay.
And I think he's out of Missouri. And he does all kinds of fact stuff too. Little, 4-minute little videos. Let's see.
I can't see. I'm the only one on screen.
Wildlife Command Center.
Wildlife Command Center.
Yeah, Wildlife Command Center, yes. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm hoping this link is good. Okay, let's go to here.
Is the icon red with what looks like an eagle at the top of the state, a squirrel, a rat, and a snake?
Yeah, a little picture of Missouri.
Yeah, it says wildlife, and then the bottom it looks like a 2, but that's a snake.
Yeah.
20 odd facts about Cooper's hawks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see what video you watched 11 days ago for the armadillo.
Yeah.
He's all just holding it like a baby and a football.
Hi, Kathy. Yeah, I mean, very, very interesting. I mean, the guy's very knowledgeable.
Hi, Kathy.
Good evening, Kathy.
Yep.
Hey,
Hello, Kathy. Molly says hi, Kathy. Like I said, there's a link. Go click on there. Yeah, and they also did a goose rescue that kind of like the famous pond goose of one of their locations up there. Oh, yeah,
Hungry.
That link goes to your channel.
Does it?
Jason. Yeah.
Does it really?
The
I'll
second
try
link.
it again. I'll try it again once.
No, it went straight to.
Okay, it took me there this time.
Okay.
I think you had the copy paste in there from his old one.
Oh.
Oh,
Because if you have to do the copy paste thing into the StreamYard box, then yeah, you'll have the old link in there. So when you click on it, it'll send you there again.
I did it on YouTube side. Steve didn't say hi to Dez yet. Shame on
Ooh,
I didn't
failed.
see Des. I'm sorry. Hi Des.
You're
I
fired.
was looking at that channel.
I'll be right back, gentlemen. I'm gonna go see a man about a bush.
Actually, let me go ahead and pop that to the top of the chat so Dez can find it. Oh yeah, like I said, I must have spent an hour watching some of his videos. I found it that fascinating. But then again, I enjoy seeing the wildlife. If I have a chance to save wildlife, I will.
Yeah.
But like I said, sometimes you just can't. Like I said, here armadillos,
Right.
you can't give them away.
No.
No. If it was out in the
They
forest,
gotta be the way it's too bad they gotta be destructive. You know.
Yeah. Out in the forest, they're fine. When you come up digging up in my yard, digging up underneath the house, that's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
Yeah, so far the squirrels have been staying away from the house. I think 2 years ago they got the message. Their numbers plummeted by 6 in just less than a half an hour. And the year before that, by 3 within 33 seconds.
You won't be going through Joplin or anything this time, will you? Or will you be?
No, we're only
Like,
going up. We won't even be hitting. Was it Fort Smith? We won't even.
Okay.
We won't even be going that far.
I wish I knew where. Are you going through Missouri?
No, we're not even
Well, yeah.
getting to Missouri.
Oh, you're not.
No, we're going to
Nope.
Arkansas.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking though. I'm trying to remember, trying to figure out. Okay, Arkansas is underneath me, but
Yeah, because we're going to be not too far from.
Oklahoma, and then, so it'd be Texas, Louisiana.
Nope, we're going straight to
No.
Texas, straight into Arkansas.
Okay,
We're heading straight north.
all right.
That's it. You know where Booneville is? Or
Sounds
Booneyville?
familiar. Sounds familiar.
Magazine. Yeah, we won't even be getting to Fort Smith because we'll be turning right before we even get there. Now, if we were going to Fort Smith, it'd be a different story. I would have made sure I had an extra day so I can go to Umarex.
Yeah.
We're not going to be that close. We're not passing by. Yeah, so.
Well, I'm sure I'll meet up with you sometime. You and Molly sometime.
Umarex.
Yeah, it's not too far from what the northwestern side.
Okay.
I wonder how that would taste with Monster. Gross. Now that I'm thinking about it.
What?
My usual drink. I'm wondering what it would taste like if I substituted the RB for a Monster.
Don't. Yeah, so.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's only be a 6.5 hour drive time for us.
Oh
Not
shit!
too bad.
Yeah,
Hell,
so
that's nothing.
That's way shorter than the 15, 16 hour drive we did last time.
Oh yeah, no, that 16.5 hours is brutal.
At least you had a co-driver.
No, I did all the
I
driving.
mean, in 6 hours, you can go to a rest area, lay down for an hour, and be an hour late, and still be happy.
No, I still have to stop every few hours, get out, and move my leg,
Uh-huh.
or else my knee will seize up.
His knees will seize.
Yeah, my right knee will seize up.
Even
Well,
8 hours wouldn't be bad. You know what I mean?
that was a long
When you
time
get
ago.
up there from the 10 and over hours. 10 and above gets to be a little long day driving.
Yeah, I think it might be like 2 hours or so west of Little Rock, maybe 2.5. Because you know how the roads
Arkansas?
are.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There are no straight roads in Arkansas. I will say that right now.
That's because, never mind. I'm not even going to. It's Arkansas. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I ain't explaining it to you.
Grace, I'm over here by Sam Rayburn Lake. Sorry, I just switched back over to the StreamYard site because I was at the map.
I wonder who would win in a fight, Florida man or Arkansas man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I can't remember, Jason. Is there a lake by that one? Where you going?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. If you look up Blue
No, that's
Mountain
okay.
Lake,
I'll just, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Blue
Mountain
Mountain
Lake
Lake,
would work. Yeah. Okay.
Army Corps of Engineer Lake.
You'd be surprised how many places will have a lake in it that don't even have a fucking lake. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
No, it slips every once in a while. It's like that with everybody.
It pisses me off because I think I'm going to go fishing, and they don't even have a lake.
No, no, they got a lake. They got a lake. I need to check to see what the lake level is.
Hey, it's better to take your fishing gear and not need it than need it and not have it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can drive, 20 minutes out the way and find a little pond or something,
Oh, yeah.
public pond or whatever, and you go fishing there. You might not catch much, but other than maybe stocked fish and some bluegill.
Hey, Scott.
How you doing, Scott? What's all going on?
Who is that?
That's
Mr.
Eno, man.
SD. It is Mr. SD Scottage. Scottage.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Like I said, I think we were one of the first ones to book the campsite. So
Cool.
I think there was only 5 taken. So we actually got to pick the one that we really, really need.
Good evening, Patriot.
Hey, Patriot. So we made sure we got one that wasn't too far from a bathroom and a shower.
Ooh, I definitely needed to have had that in the
Hey,
freezer.
Elliot.
Oh, see, I didn't even know AR's first name.
We do now.
Yeah.
Probably forget it by Saturday, but we know it's now.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently 3 or 4 of you have been on the same channel before.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I said, everybody makes their rounds. That's kind of the nice thing. It's not just everybody in the one click. It's several clicks that actually overlap, which is I think
Right.
is
Yeah,
Our communities overlap each other.
yeah.
the
Like I said,
majority of them always do.
well, like I said, they'll be overlapping by like 4 or 5 different channels, which is actually quite nice. So you always get to meet somebody new.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I kind of like the community. Like I'll be on Steve's every once in a while. I'll be on Dez's every once in a while. Again, Cliff. Cliff has different people on his channel than on mine.
But we still have on both of our channels usually about the same 8 people.
Yes, we do. We do have our regulars, and thank you, folks, for joining us.
Right. I'm not in a clique either. I'm just socializing.
Don't say you're bored. Say you wanted to show up and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of shenanigans can we get into on a Wednesday night? If not careful, it can get bad, and I might have to put it on private.
Yeah, well, you have to work in the morning, so we ain't going to get that bad.
No. No, like I said, that usually doesn't happen until 10, 11, sometimes midnight. Hey, I've only had to put one in private. I've only had to put one.
Not
I
bad.
put a lot of my
Not
old
bad.
lives in private.
No, the one that we did that all-nighter.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Looking
one
like
was
12
best.
hours.
Yeah, that was best left.
Oh, that was rough.
Oh, that was rough. The next morning, it was like waking up at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going, oh boy, I feel like I way overslept.
I was still tipsy from the night before.
Oh yeah, I was a little bit too.
Because we stopped that live stream, what? I think it was my time was like 5 a.m.
No, it was 4 o'clock my time.
I swear we were still going then. I was like,
It might have been 5 o'clock my time. But yeah, I mean, we were all over the place that night. But still, it was fun.
it was a good live stream.
Yes, it was. Yeah, like I said, it was too long to go ahead and do the editing.
Oh, God, no. You would have had to have broke that thing down into 1 hour long increments.
Yeah,
And just, yeah, you could have done that. You could have actually edited it down to post 1 hour increments and then throw them all in a folder and just be like, here, you want to watch the live from blah, 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 blah. Just click the link
Well-
below and just keep hitting next.
And there was something else I was going to say, not to get off topic or anything.
what
You got to
time?
remember when we first started YouTube, we were going into other communities or whatever, getting to know people. So
Oh yeah.
you know, so
I mean, like I said, you'd be on one channel, you'd meet a few other people, then you would go over to their
Yep.
channels, and then you
Yep.
just branch, and then you would just branch.
just branch out. Yep.
And that's like one of the cool things about when you're being a creator and you're also doing live streams at the same time.
Right.
This part I love doing. I love being able to get up here, talk to you folks, read the chat, and actually interact.
Yeah,
Set
which by the way is only possible due to StreamYard, because before StreamYard was around, you did
Yeah.
not have the option of going live
You
or
would
you could go live,
live.
but you couldn't
Right.
have guests on panel. You couldn't be like we
Right.
are now, almost more or less face to face, but not quite face to
Right.
face.
And you really still can't with YouTube. You're only allowed one guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the streaming from YouTube is an absolute, basically hardcore kick to the sack. They
Yep.
need to either fix it or get rid of it.
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, it's also benefit is you only have one person that can come up. Somebody can't crash the stream.
Well, that's what the advantage with StreamYard is. You get that little box down in the corner.
and we can watch it. And we
You
can see
who's
who's in
popping
there.
up.
Yes.
And we've had a few nights on, surprisingly, everybody's channel but mine, where somebody just trolls you hardcore.
Well, like I said, SD Man, you actually can use StreamYard through YouTube on your phone. You just have to have really good connection.
Well, no, essentially what you do is you just you'll have to close out one window once you get it going, unless you got a really good phone. But yeah, you start your stream, you start your YouTube, you hit the StreamYard link, it'll take you to where you need to log in, and then you can pop in on the live from your phone. But you do have to remember you have to close your YouTube window.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will get major feedback.
Oh,
It is not fun.
my ears, and everybody else's ears. I need a refill. I will be right back.
Yeah, that's another thing with the YouTube streaming is you cannot turn the camera off.
Right.
No.
You technically can, but you'd have to unplug your unit, and plugging it back in does not necessarily guarantee your camera will turn back on. And it could actually I don't know personally, because I've never actually successfully gotten on a live through YouTube. So I can't 100% verify, but maybe unplugging your camera tells the system, hey, we're done streaming, and then shuts you off.
Yeah.
Could be like a dead man switch, who knows?
Yeah, actually, I can. I know a gentleman who uses a camera on his laptop for YouTube streaming, and if it becomes unplugged, he has to restart the live over again.
So it does register it as a we're done.
Yes.
So dead man switch it is.
Almost. You still text and everything else on there until it is closed out. And once it's closed out, it stops. Then you have to restart.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, because it happened to Andrew with the Kelly's Country Life a couple times.
Well, I'm surprised anybody goes there.
Where? The Kelly's Country
We all
Life?
know, yeah, no, Andrew. Because we
No.
all know nobody listens to Andrew.
No, that's his name, Andrew.
I know. I wonder if anybody listens to him. That's an old.
I missed
What was
it.
that old nursery rhyme? Nobody listens to Andrew. The guy, like the kid who cried wolf, his name was Andrew or whatever.
Oh,
blah
okay.
blah blah. Yeah. It's a thing from, I guess, my generation. I don't know. Weird things.
Yeah, like I said, I like StreamYard because I was able to do, like I said, the my thumbnail. I actually used the AI the past 2 weeks in a row, and I can actually choose what to put in that AI.
You still, by the way, have no picture.
I know. I'm wondering if and we need to, because they were supposed to take the payment. I think this last week. So I think it's on the wife's card.
No, you should still be able to put your picture up even with the free version.
I don't have the free version. I got the paid version.
Oh, I know, but if you don't pay it, it goes down to the free
Hey.
version.
Left-handed trigger finger. I haven't seen you in a while.
Trigger finger?
The trigger finger.
Yeah, I know, but you were about to say trigger finger.
That trigger. Yeah, that's it. That trigger. English is hard. Okay. Ed Ajax, how you doing?
What up,
Happy to see
Tyler?
you guys in.
Left-handed trigger? I said left-handed trigger. Oh, I did say it right. Ha! I just didn't add the finger to it.
There's a tongue twister there for you. Oh, geez, I haven't done this yet.
No, it would be a tongue twister if it was left-handed finger trigger.
Yeah.
That would be hard to say.
Let's see. I've seen you in here a couple times. I've seen you in here a few times.
Or left-handed
So
trigger
you guys go out and check out other people's channels just by clicking onto the names, and you go see their channels, so you guys can actually share, meet up,
No,
subscribe to
no,
one
you
another.
can't. I have to correct Jason. The only ones who can click on a channel name are those with wrenches.
Yes, I know. I am fixing that problem right now because they've actually been in here several times.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised you don't have SD as giving him a mechanics tool.
Yeah, well, he was the first one. So there you go. There you go, guys. So now you can click onto the name, go check out their channel, and if you like their content, go ahead and subscribe. Give them a helping hand.
I have now a Patriot is now Pirate Patriot. If you added another R, it would be hilarious. R Patriot. He'd be a Pirate Patriot. Don't worry, just giving you guff. I always find weird things to say, like fight about people's names on their channels, and sometimes my brain just goes into weird directions, and it's never a straight line, just like all the roads in Arkansas.
Oh, hold on. Ajax, are you going to go fishing with that little fishing rod for catfish at the river? I don't know if anybody's seen his video, but he got it'd be a little kitty rod. He was actually out catching fish in his backyard pond. So he was talking about, maybe I should take it out to the big river. And I'm going, yeah.
Are you talking like a kid, like a
Yes.
kid's fishing
Yes.
rod, like
Yes.
like little 2-footers?
No, I think it's like 3.5 foot. But it'd be fun to catch like a 8-10 pound catfish on that thing. He's gonna have to change out the reel, of course. But yeah, so if you want to see some pretty funny fishing videos, go see Ajax's latest videos. On the reef rubber. Yeah, it's a possibility. I've been on there now. What 8-9 months? I've been going to his channel. Probably not.
It still sucks because everybody here is all on the freaking west side.
That's because I got a coffee and a stogie right now.
Staffy and a Kogi.
Yep, coffee and a stogie.
Okay, Jason,
Alrighty.
Cliff, I think I'm going to drop down. I think I might have to go live myself. So
Okay. Yeah. So
we got our
everybody,
meetup.
just hop
We
over
got our
there,
meetup.
hit the like button for him, and put a quick little comment in there saying hi, how's it going? So
Yeah,
so he
we
can
got
get
our meetup
his numbers up. Yes.
this
Alrighty.
weekend too.
The
So,
algorithm helps.
and I'm leaving tomorrow. So, all right, guys, be safe. Get
Alrighty.
it done.
Have a good one, Steve.
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Oh, so yeah. Ajax says he's waiting for a nice night, so he can actually go out to the river and go fishing with that fishing rod. Yep. Thank you, Patriot. That is a true patriot right there.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah, yeah. Like that segue.
I hate segways, man. You misstep on that thing, you get whacked right in the nads.
No, you fly off the cliff. Like the inventor.
Of the candy bar?
No, the riding Segway.
Yeah, I know. Riding segways are a pain because if you misstep on that thing, the bar whacks in the nads.
Oh yeah, whack. Eek.
Which is dumb because a Segway was just the predecessor to the freaking hoverboard.
Yeah,
Without the freaking steering column.
yeah. I think you're supposed to grab the handlebars first before you step on them.
Well, you could do the fun way and just kangaroo jump right on top of it and hope
Oh, yeah.
not face plant.
The bunny hop.
Yeah. I've seen some people do it, but the problem is they always land funny, so feet are either forward or backwards, and they either eat carpet or bust their keister.
Or they'll be riding right along and then make a turn. They get thrown off.
Whee! Yeah, no balance.
Yeah.
I'd probably do good on one of those, but at the same time, I haven't had to really actually use my actual center of gravity in a long while, so I'd probably fall off a few times.
Oh, I know for a fact I would fall off. I'd probably fall forward on my face too, or right on my keister, one of the two.
Yeah, well, yeah, because basically what ends up happening is you rock forward, you lean forward, and you automatically rock back to try to counteract, and then the next thing you know, you're off the board and something's broken.
Yeah. All right, Steve went live, so everybody head on over there and say Pest Hunter Raid in the comments and give him a thumbs up.
Dead honest, don't even have him subbed.
Oh no! Well, you can still get in there on the YouTube side.
I gotta find where he popped in the thingy and said hi. I know he popped in here.
Yeah.
I gotta scroll all the way up to find his link again. Yep. Do him all the way up to where? I swear. Oh, you know what? He didn't. I don't even think he said anything in here. I think he just popped up.
Who?
Steve.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he didn't even pop anything in the chat. He just popped up because the link was in there.
Hold on a minute.
Yep.
Hold on a moment. I'll be right back.
Duck hunt. All right, later's Des. Have a good night. Should probably stepping over to Steve's. I can just find him on YouTube. Won't take me that long. Had him on my
Alrighty, I'm back. Oh,
He's got Turdagos.
Going for bed. Okay. Don't blame you. And good night, Des. And I guess looks like Patriot looks like he's going to bed too. Oh, hi, Deb. How you doing? I didn't see you pop in.
Yeah, she snuck in. She was done doing storage thingies and
Oh, that's
what
good.
you call. Ooh, speaking since we have Deb here, give us the quail update.
Yes.
Quail update. Quail update. Quail update. Quail update.
Yes, we got to have the quail update.
Quaalude update.
Woohoo! There you go.
$37.
Yeah, so Deb found that little chainsaw. I mean, it's light too. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure the battery won't last long from a charge. It is a small amperage hour battery.
It was like a
21
3 amp
volt.
battery.
I don't. I think it might be even 2.
Oosh.
But hey, if it lasts 20, 30 minutes, I'm happy with that because I got 2 batteries. No, it's not like I can be running it all the whole time.
Oh, it actually comes with 2 batteries?
It comes with 2 batteries.
Ooh, that's not too bad.
Mm. No, they have other ones that do have a larger battery, but you're going to be paying more for it because of the batteries. And they
Yeah,
are-
that is what I absolutely hate about those batteries.
Yeah, and you can't buy the batteries separately, from what I understand.
Nope.
But $40. If it lasts me 1 season, 2 seasons, I'm happy. But like I said, it's going to be like an angle grinder with the DeWalt's. It's going to eat that battery up.
That's
'Cause I
good to
do
hear,
know-
Deb.
Yeah.
Actually, have thought about getting chickens.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know where I put them. I don't have too many vehicles on the property.
Yeah, like I said, I can get chickens, but then that means I have to watch them.
Constantly.
Yes. So we'll just leave that for the mother-in-law because she's got plenty of chickens. Oh, so more eggs are going in the incubator tomorrow. Wonderful, Deb. Yes, and Deb is kicking my butt on the control board, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
See, yeah, I know. I'm going, ooh, I wish I could get Deb in here. I can make a lot of good videos with that.
Yeah, what's Deb up to? Like 15 or like 25 or
No,
something like that?
no. She's up 50 plus. I know for sure.
Ooh, smash.
Possibly almost 60.
Need to send Deb over to Cecilia's place.
Yeah, send Deb over there. Yeah, to catch the mice. Yeah, but like I said, she has help with 2 cats too. So
Who's gotten more, the cats or Deb?
Deb has got more of the mice.
That's sad that you're beating the cats. Ooh, almost got my drink.
I know.
Oh, snap. Almost 80.
Wow,
Whoa.
jeez.
Well, we know who's winning the board this year.
Oh yeah, no kidding. She's gonna hit 100 way before both Johnny and I make it together.
Dude, I don't even think between you and Johnny, you guys are over 40.
This year, no. Let's see. I got 6 mice, 2 rats, 3 rats, and the daughter's gotten 3 mice this year.
So a total of 11.
Yep. No, last year I got
12.
what?
15?
No, last year I got a lot. Last year.
Well, no, last year you had it with like 15 rats.
Oh yeah,
That was only because of work.
that was only because of work. That's the only reason why I got those high numbers.
Which still counts because technically you were the one that dispatched them.
Yes. Yeah, they were not in a. They weren't in the trap or anything. I actually physically went after them. They didn't make it far. They were all juveniles except for 2 adults.
15-incher.
2 adults. I managed to get 2 adults. Oh yeah, I have a good nasty traps in it as the El Nino year. Yeah, I mean, it should be a little bit more wet this year. Plus all the bad weather going on around about Deb. Everything's tore up. Everything, all the machinery's going on in there. They're all going to be displaced. They're going to be looking for a safe place to go. Guess what? It's going to be a house.
I would say displaced. I would say relocated from one city to the next. I mean, yeah, because of all the tornadoes and stuff that ripped through that whole sector.
Oh yeah.
Just because you'd be surprised a rat and mouse could get sucked into one of those. That doesn't care. That'll drop that sucker freaking 40 miles away, and that rat will just be like, "What happened?"
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you have a mouse in the house, don't be afraid to get rid of it because it can bring nasties into the house, especially with their droppings. You don't want to have to deal with the hantavirus, which will mess you up bad for life.
Yeah, do not mistake mouse poop for
With
sesame seeds.
Yes.
They look exactly they're the same color, roughly about the same size, not the same shape, but do be careful.
Yeah, like I said, that only is a problem with the deer mice. Like I said, you just got to be careful when you are cleaning up the excrements of that said mouse because that spore can go airborne and you can breathe it in.
So don't
So
use a dust buster or a vacuum.
yeah, if
Wet
you use
mop.
a vacuum, make sure it's a HEPA filter, and you still wear a mask, even though it dramatically lowers the chances it can still happen.
I don't think anybody, as a standard living, breathing human, unless you work in like the medical industry or other, has a HEPA filter on a vacuum.
You'd be quite amazed how many people actually do, especially if they have a like the dust mite issue, pollen issue.
I don't, surprisingly, and I have one of the biggest producing pollinators on my property, right outside my window.
Yeah, right.
Pine trees.
Yep, they are the most ridiculous amount of pollen there is.
Oh, you wait till them suckers are in full bloom, and then you whack it with a stick, and then you just see this big
Uh,
yellow puff just
and,
rain down on you.
oh yeah, yeah. Deb almost caught one by hand last night. I've done it one time.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, actually, I need to get a sticker made that says "slap a rat."
Right? You get a
Other
teeth.
hand slapping a rat, whack. I need to get that done. Because that would just be absolutely just hilariously funny.
No, it says slap a rat on the back, and then the front, it's got that picture, big old hand right across a rat.
Yeah, I've been talking with Molly about that for the past 3 weeks. That I need to get that done. But right now we're just we're being picky on what we're spending money on. So
Oh yeah, 4-H grounds are notoriously high volume for rats, mice, and other unwanted pests.
yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's when you need a decent air gun and a good backstop.
Honestly, in Grace's case, she probably went to those fairgrounds often enough, or was like so used to it. I mean, you see a rat or a mouse, you're just like, "There's another one." You
Yep.
walk 10 feet, there's another one. You
Yeah.
don't freak out after a while. You just like
Well,
start counting them.
I never really did. Even at work when we were having that really bad problem, I could walk in the area and I knew they were there before a lot of other people did because I know that smell. There's a very distinctive smell with when you have a high number of rats.
Just mice. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no. I think the only time majority of us would actually freak out is if it actually made contact with us. Like I've had one run across my shoe, didn't care. It's the minute one climbs up your pant leg.
Yeah.
That's when you freak out.
Or
Because you know it's going somewhere.
Or when you're sleeping and it's crawling on you.
I've had restaurant spiders do that, and by restaurant spiders I mean cockroaches.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I had that. That's how I caught one of my hamsters that got loose when I was a kid.
You found him on your face?
No, it was crawling up my body. I just went whack and I caught it. I said, "Been looking for you," and put it back in its cage. She said, "I was probably 13 or 14."
Old hamster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
I'm
yeah,
not a fan of guinea pigs.
I heard they're delicious though.
They are noisy.
They are.
And they're kind of their fur, in all honesty, is a little greasy,
Oh yeah.
like a little oily.
So let's have a cup of coffee. It says no rodents. Does that mean you don't have them there,
No
or
rodontes,
do you take care of them?
or just don't like them.
Yeah. But right now, I am 1-for-1 with the Hot Sun Jet 1. On its maiden voyage, I got one shot, one mouse.
Nice.
But like I said, I messed with it for a long time, I got proficient with it. Then once I got that moderator, it was game on.
Cool.
Like I said, I couldn't use it in the shop. I can use it outside. But here inside the shop, oh no, it'd make your ears ring. That thing is loud. Once I got that moderator on there, it was sweet. I mean, it's a little bit louder than the pistol I was using, which is the Beeman P17. The P17's still got a little bit of a snap to it, even though it's 177. But yeah, it did the job. But like I said, it was just hard to aim with it. But once I got that 3-point contact and I got the rest right here on my desk over there, so, I see the area where I have it baited, which I have not seen not one mouse since I got that last one. So I think it's the summertime. I think they're out and about where all the food is outside. So like I said, last 3 summers, just totally dry. You get right around about May, nothing. Until about October. Just right when the temperature's starting to change, when I start, dipping down into the pricey 50s at night, the low 50s at night, then they start coming back into the house. So past 3 years, I've had nothing in the summertime, except for maybe a rat or two.
Rats have a little bit more meat on them, so they're not usually too worried about the cold temperatures. I mean, they will still freeze, but
yeah, mine won't hold air for a long period of time, but hey Blake, it will hold air for about a week. And I only pump mine up to about maybe 1900 to 2000 psi, and I will refill it at 1100. And I found out that's the sweet spot that it likes. Mine, anyways. So
I almost want to say that she probably needs to grease the seals. Put a little bit more oil on the seals or tighten it a little bit.
Hot Sauce known for not having the greatest O-rings.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I was like, probably replace the O-rings with either the slightly next version up or slightly thicker.
Yeah.
Oh, hers won't hold any air? Yeah, you probably got a bad seal.
A bad valve, or what usually happens is if the air gets too low and you drop it down too far, and with that hammer hitting that valve, you can actually bend that valve and then now it's gonna be stuck open and it leaks air. And that's with any air gun. Do not shoot it without air. So if there's no air in there, don't pull the trigger. Even one time, you can bend that valve stem. So either it's going to be the valve stem or the check valve won't hold air. It'll leak out that way. But if it's not holding any air at all, I'm going to say it's probably going to be that valve stem. That's why a lot of people's, little CO2 BB guns, when they're out of air, they'll keep pulling the trigger. Then they go, oh, it's not holding air. More likely, yeah, that valve stem is bent.
Because you bent something in there you shouldn't have because you dry firing it.
Mm-hmm. Because it needs that pressure up against that when the hammer hits the valve, you need that pressure to keep it from bending. I'm trying to find a way I can actually say it correctly. It needs resistance.
Left-handed trigger, I think you need to upgrade your air gun scenarios, because if your flash pump won't hold any air, you've got some serious issues with air pump guns.
No, again, it's a hot son. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. I got a couple of hot sons. However, I know the quirks of hot son. Maybe I should make a video on that. Quiet. Hey,
mouse.
No, it's probably an armadillo going across the door, outside the door.
Check. Go, Jason. Go. Get it.
By the time I get there. No.
Go anyway. Check anyway. Go.
Quiet.
You have been commanded to check.
I know.
Force him to go, otherwise he won't.
Do not look at the man behind the curtain.
Well, we can't look at him anyway, but we can definitely hear him, so.
No, you won't hear this one when I get outside.
Captain says raccoon. Maybe. Yeah, I'll definitely take an old school pump air rifle over some of the newer stuff. Yeah, some of the newer stuff's probably got better accuracy, can do more shots with it, but I'll tell you right now, I've got an old Benjamin Sheridan, and that thing has never once let me down. Every once in a while, I just throw some oil down the pump chamber so my seal doesn't dry out, and yeah, I've probably put 5,000 rounds through that thing, and I've never had a single issue. I'll throw a cleaner round or two every couple of years because I don't plink it as much as I used to as a kid, but I've never had that thing jam on me. And I even pushed that gun to its limits. Jason's going to get mad at me for doing this, but I actually put 2 rounds in there at one time and fired both of them. I know. But you've seen the gun. That Benjamin is that thing kicks out some freaking FPS on that little sucker.
You know, I've actually double pelleted my my FX when I wasn't paying attention.
I did it on purpose. I wanted to see if it would
one way to
jam.
get it out.
Oh, you couldn't get yours out?
No, there's only one way to get it out.
Oh yeah.
I actually had to open it up, remove the baffles, and fire it.
Oh yeah, I just pumped mine to about 8 or 9, and I just pulled the trigger, and it was really funny as I had within probably like a hair's breadth 2 dots right in a piece of plywood.
Yeah, like I said, left-handed trigger finger. Yes, if the Hot Sun just spent an extra $5 on the O-rings, they probably wouldn't have a lot of these issues. But it is what it is.
By the way, what was it?
Nothing. I didn't see anything.
Kathy says it was raccoons.
It was raccoons. Could have been. Like I said, since I got rid of 3 raccoons, we haven't had any issues that I know about. Armadillos, different cause. Yeah. Because I know we had one that was digging underneath the garage. I got one digging out in my yard. Like I said, I just need to spend all night out there just roaming around.
Yeah, Bill's having issues with the with the trash pandas on his property right now.
Oh, Bill? Yeah. Well, where he's at, he can actually use an LR-22.
Where he's at? Man, you just go out there with a dang shotgun with a 410 and bam!
Yeah. But it does leave a mess.
So do the raccoons. What's going to leave less of a mess? The 410 or the dang raccoons?
Well, 410 will be okay.
I would think of it this way. At least with the 410, you're adding your iron and other nutrients into the soil.
Oh, you mean you're adding blood meal to the soil for the garden?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I've learned some of the quirks of some of the other air rifles. I've learned the quirks, what to look for, and what they're known for. And I tell you what, any one of them, even the high top end ones that come off online, every once in a while you're going to get one that has have a bad O-ring. I mean, even the day states every once in a while will come off, and when it was installed, an O-ring got pinched, and that's all it takes.
I mean, at that point, you just take it apart and buy an O-ring and stuff it in there.
With that much money, you send it back in, and you have them fix it.
I'd rather just fix it my dang self, knowing full well that's not going to happen again on the way back.
But like I said, the same thing with the brake barrels. They're always going to work. You don't need no outside source. Same thing with the multi-pumpers. Tin of pellets, multi-pumper, off you go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying when you were out there. I was like, I'd rather have one of those old ones because the only thing you have to do is oil the piston ring every now and then.
One drop.
And yeah, that thing you're good for like 5 years on that thing.
I know. Uh, I have been. Oh, you all right? You gonna live?
No,
No blood? You live?
I mean, I'm gonna live until I die, but nobody knows when that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Could be
No.
when the internet dies and all the satellites fall out of the sky and land on us, or when Elon Musk's programming fails and all of his shit satellites come crashing down on us.
Yeah. The Skynet, you mean?
Exactly. When
Yeah.
Skynet decides to go haywire.
So yeah. What were we talking about? Yes.
Pump rifles.
The multi pumpers. Yes, I have been doing some tinkering. With the Bara 1886. Okay, I've been tinkering with that. I found a very unusual projectile that looks promising.
Pencil.
No, a slug.
Ooh.
And so far, it is
Mini ball style or similar to one of the ones you have for the 22?
same thing with the 22, but I have it in 177. I have them in 177. So yeah, and they smack hard. Okay, it is chipping the concrete step. You know those little 2-inch by 1 foot by 1 foot pavers.
Yeah.
It is digging a little hole in that. Every
Nice.
shot, and I'm getting it all within half MOA at around about 20 yards. So if anybody's watching, and if they have it, I want confirmation that somebody else is also getting this as well. Because I don't know if it's just a fluke thing, or did I just stumble across something? And I'm using, was it the NSA pellets? Or not pellets, but the slugs. Yeah. These are going to be the 12 grain slugs at 0.178. So yeah, you can when you chamber it and you put it in the battery, you know you're putting it into battery. Okay, because you got to push a little bit extra more.
thicker than the 177s.
Yes.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, just a smidge. It goes in. Okay, I've been doing 10 pumps, and yes, it is looking promising on my end. I still need to get it over a chronograph. I still need to do a couple of other testing. I would love to get it like a block of clay, a 4-pound block of potting clay, and see what it does with that. I don't know how fast it's going. I know it's going enough where you can hear it hit that piece of concrete and you can see it splatter, okay, and leaving a little indentation on that concrete.
Is it full slug or is it a hollow point slug?
It is a hollow point slug. So it's hitting.
Yeah, you hit that in a block of clay and it's going to leave a hole.
Yeah, but like I said, when it's hitting the concrete, it is obliterating. It's not hitting and bouncing off. So it is hitting it with some force. So I've noticed that, and this is the one I'm using. I'm using Nick Nelson ammo. Okay. Let me get this up close up. So if anybody wants to take a screenshot, get ready. I'll hold it up for a few seconds.
Big screen.
Oh, big screen. Yeah, that will help big time, wouldn't it?
Hey, Ghost, how's it going?
Hi, Ghost. So yeah, there we go. Take a screenshot. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can always come back and pause it in the video. So, hi Ghost, how you doing?
Do
Like I said,
they make that exact same? Do they make that? Do you know if they make that round in the 22?
Yeah.
I might have to try it out on the 22.
Yeah, but like I said, for some odd reason, I've tried it on some of my other stuff. Nothing. I haven't been able to find anything that I have that will shoot these, except for that Barra 1886.
That's you can do.
I
Do
just
you have a brake barrel at all?
I do have a brake barrel, but the twist isn't fast enough for it. I don't know what it is. I mean, at 20 yards, it's like this. It's just everywhere. So when I shot that brick, I took 4 shots. I shot it once, so I can see what it was doing, because it was just out of curiosity. And then I aimed for that point where I shot at, and I'm over like about 2 inches and down a half an inch to an inch. So yeah, it is going over. It is heavier than a 10 grain or an 8 grain pellet. So yeah, it's gonna drop. But anything.
Well, it's also not your standard 177. You got that 178, which is just a smidge. I mean, literally the proverbial cunt hair thicker.
It is actually sealing. So.
Oh, just sealing. I'm surprised it's not wedging itself in the grooves.
If it's not squibbing, yeah, I know. But yeah, I just did it out of just curiosity. What's it doing? Let's find out. And I hit that same spot within a half inch. I'd probably say less than a half inch MOA at 20 yards.
That's not bad. Were you sandbagging it or freehand?
I was freehanding it.
That's not bad.
Actually, I was holding the door jamb and I had it rested on my hand, so almost freehand.
Almost freehand.
Still resting a bit.
You had it on somewhat of a framework, which isn't too bad. That's a decent way to do it.
I didn't have it on a bag or on the lead sled, so I need to dig out the lead sled out there, get it all set up, get the chronograph set up. I might have stumbled across something. I don't know. Like I said, if anybody else out there can do it and do some feedback, I'm going to try and do this in the next few days. So I can get some more testing done.
Curiosity, how does that come in that box? Does it come in like a little plastic, like a medicine box, or is it just like a loose box with empty pellets?
No. It's going to be packed in a little Ziploc baggie. Like so, but when they ship it, it's inside a foam.
Deb just got another one.
Really? All right, Deb. So yeah, 400 come to a bag.
Oh yeah, that is definitely hollow point.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's heavy, but they're just so tiny. They're so.
Well, I mean, it's a 177. It's basically a smidge hair bigger than a 177.
Yeah.
And then we all know 177 pellets are fairly small. Even a 177 pellet is not that much bigger than a freaking standard BB.
Well, like I said, this is just a smidge smaller than a 17 HMR. I mean, look how tiny that is.
Yeah, that is a booger. That's literally a booger.
Yeah, I mean, on the back end of that, it is concaved.
Yeah. Well, it's got to catch air somehow.
Yeah. So, I thought about ordering some from Rat Sniper Slugs, but this showed up on the Pyramid Air website, and I bought them.
I might have to try. I might have to get me some of those for the 22 and see how well they work.
You probably have to try several different types. It's going to be pricey. Slugs are just a little bit more pricey because of manufacturing difficulties.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, that being a pumper, I would probably try, like I said, Nelson Specialty Ammo, and then the FX Hybrids.
Let's see. Do I get 20% off? Nope, I got the standard 10%. Yeah, piss off. I don't even care.
Now, if you order 3, you get the 4th one for free. So order your 3 highest ones and then throw the cheap one on the bottom, because that's what they're going to do.
Well, they're going to give you the cheap. Yeah, of course they're going to give you the cheap one for the free, because I mean that's how everybody does it. You're not going to get the most expensive shit for free, because then they're not making any money. Ooh, damn. Those Barracuda Hunter ones look nasty.
They are. That's what my 177P19 likes.
That's a .25. I wonder if my 22 would like that, or if that would just get wedged in the barrel.
Oh, that's
Because I mean that's a fat caliber right there.
Oh no, that's for a 25 caliber, not a 22.
28.24 grains though. But it's a standard Phillips bit.
Yeah.
It's literally what the top of it looks like. It looks like a Phillips screwdriver.
Yeah, no, that's actually for a 25 caliber, not a 22. So you're looking at a 5.56 or a 5.55.
I'm looking for them slugs and I'm not seeing them. But I'm also on the first page. They do have the Diablos, but that's for a 30 cal. I do not have a 30 cal for a Diablo.
I mean, they have them for 45.
They got the standard 22 Crossman. I have those hollow points. Oh, that hurt.
You know what? Believe it or not, they've actually been getting really good on their pellet making. They
Ooh,
really have.
$17. It's actually not bad. The hunting sampler, .22 caliber, 5 different pellets.
Yeah, that's gonna be the sampler packet. Grab that. At the same time, you want to grab the Hades.
Ooh. Oh, those are 177. The JSB exact beef Diablos.
Yeah.
Man, that looks like a heavy slug.
Or then you get the redesigns too. When you get the redesigns, they're a little bit on the heavier side.
25.3.
I mean, I'm not sure what Ghost is shooting, but out of my FX, I'm using the Hades.
Wad cutters.
No, I use the Hades on those squirrels.
Ooh.
They don't make it far.
Oh, man, I wish they made that in the 22 caliber.
Which one?
At Silver Point.
Yeah, don't buy those.
I love how they have these lead ones that are like absolutely smooth. Looks like they ran through a buffer. And then you got the janky ones that are looking all rough and like they just popped out of the mold. Nobody even cared.
You want to stay away from the aluminum. I know they got the lead-free ones, which would be like the 10. And your pumper, you want to pump it up only maybe 5 times, not 8.
These Terminator pellets look pretty decent.
Yes.
That looks like it would splatter the heck out of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, my FX will shoot the FXs, but I'm not getting a high enough velocity for them to open up. It zips right through a squirrel. I mean,
well, yeah, you can do that with a 177, depending on how close you are, or how many times. Well, depending on the rifle itself.
Well, it's also depending on the lead of content of the pellet, what the pellet was designed for, and or slug. Yeah, so right there, the Hades is good. Like I said, the Hades. Like I said, I have video and stuff on my on the channel, both on the video and also on the community page. Like I said, when I shot that mouse, I was actually using a Hades pellet because I kind of forgot when I had them in there. But yeah, like I said, that thing just wrecked that mouse.
I still have not found the. I'm on the 6th page and I still ain't found them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to type in there 22. Put it in the on your search bar on your left-hand side. You'll see a filter, and put in there 22 caliber.
I found something that looks interesting. The Ultrashock Heavy Diablo for 22.
I haven't tried those.
Close to 26 grain, 150 count for $15.
It'll be out of your gun. It's gonna be moving slower, but it's gonna hit harder.
It's weird. It looks like a barrel, like a funky looking barrel with it essentially looks like the old the Diablo versions without the BB in the center, but it's got the hole for it.
Yeah, they actually work. I'm not. I don't care much for that Gamo BB one. It's too light and it's too squirrely. And you got to bring that speed down. if you're shooting over like 550 or to me 850.
Oh, you talking about the Gamma Lethal?
Yes, because it is so light. You gotta, because out of a normal air gun, when you're normally shooting, you're supposed to be shooting anywhere, 850, 900, right? In that range. There's that
Here we
sweet
go.
spot.
Rabbit Magnum 2.22
Yes, I was
caliber.
about ready to say those Rabbit Magnums. Yes.
I just found them now.
Those are sweet.
Those
Again,
look like they would suck for accuracy.
actually, you have to tune it. The secret is you have to tune. And like I said, with the pumper, you tune by how many times you pump it, according to the weight. So something heavier, you want to go full pumps. Something lighter in weight, you want to use less pumps. Now, when you get into the air guns like the FX,
Well, I mean, that thing is almost
They
a
say-
26 grain round. That's a
Yeah.
fat, heavy round.
but yeah, like I said, it is a big, heavy round. When it hits something, it's going to hit hard. And it's going to dump the energy right there. You might not get a pass through, but it'll knock it over.
Yeah, I don't know. With that dome shape on it, it looks like it would actually have some decent penetrating power. But then
but-
again, the only way to find out would be to actually chuck that sucker into into mine and actually see what it does.
Bump it into a piece of clay, find out what it does. Before you go out and do any dispatching, do the homework first, please.
I don't do dispatching. I don't have a reason for that.
Well, no, when you want to make sure it's going to be accurate enough, I mean, super accurate enough, and enough is going to be enough to do what you need it to do.
Well,
So
again, I don't do dispatching and I don't do hunting. Most of the time, I usually do it as it's either I'm shooting a really annoying squirrel or
you're dispatching, you're doing pest control.
if I even see the squirrel. But that's a whole different thing.
But you remember, we got something that big and heavy going up. It's got to come down too.
Yeah, see, that's usually why when I grew up learning this stuff. If you're gonna shoot into a tree, make sure you have a backstop.
Yep.
So don't shoot like on an edge branch that you know full well if that misses, it's not going. It's gonna just keep going. Have a backstop, so at least you're putting the round into the tree.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt the tree much. Ooh, there they are. Oh, those are the freaking 357.
Yep.
Almost found them.
I want to get the 357 FX hybrids. I want to try that in the carnivore.
Ooh, there's a decent one. It's a Crossman Destroyer pellet. But man, that is a light pellet.
I haven't tried that one. Again, you're going to have to drop your speed. Drop your pumps. The next golden zone for the pellets is like I have noticed is like between 640 and 700 is the other little golden zone for stability. I noticed that with my CO2 rifle.
Wow, those are some nasty cleaners.
Like I said, when you're getting below 500, it's just like, yeah, no, it's a plinker.
Most air rifles are technically considered plinkers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're not going to go out there and take out a freaking moose with a damn air rifle. I mean, you physically could, but it might take a while. And that moose is just going to get pissed.
Nope. There's a story going around. I don't know if it's true. But somebody took a moose with a javelin.
Well, I can understand that
the
one, but
Boomer
that's not your
Extra
standard 177 or 22.
But they're claiming it at like 78 yards. I'm going, you know what? I'm
An air rifle?
arrow launcher. And I'm going, you know what?
Maybe.
It's a rumor. That's all I'm going to say. It's a rumor. I'm going to say not true. Unless, somebody presents the evidence for it. And even then, I still might be a little on the skeptical side. Like I said, and that was with the CO2. I'm going, my goodness, I have a hard time trying to grasping that, having, the power to do that. So right now, I'm saying I'm going to call it debunked unless I have, good enough evidence saying yes, it was done. But I still would not recommend doing something like that. It's just not powerful enough.
I did find them. The only thing I'm seeing right here is the FX hybrid slug.
Yeah, those are sweet. Again, they're right at that softness and hardness where you have to get close to 900 feet per second, or maybe a little bit higher, for that thing to do its job that it was designed to do. That is to open up and mushroom impact.
I'm looking at this, and honestly, this is going to sound absolutely stupid, but that looks like a freaking lead sinker.
It does. It does. It looks like those bullet weights.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing it doesn't have is a solid pass through, but that is exactly what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm seeing the 177s, but I'm not seeing that 178 yet. Because I'm looking at they got some short ones on here. There's the 177s. That's a 13 grain.
Like I said, Deb, I don't know where the impact was. I honestly don't know. Some guy said it on one of the YouTube comments. I'm going. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not gonna touch that one. It's just I'm just gonna call it rumor.
Sketchy at best.
Yes, I am. I'm going to call it sketchy at best. I'm not.
Ooh.
Not that if the gentleman comes across this and say, "Hey, blah blah blah," it says no. I'm being honest. I'm having a hard time trying to fathom that at that distance with CO2. Now, if it was the Pro, yeah, I can understand the Pro might be has a higher likely of doing it, but it could have been the ultimate swag shot too. It could have been, stupid luck. I don't know why they would even attempt that.
Oh, now, sometimes you never know what you're going to get until you actually try it.
Now with the Saber, yeah, I would probably take that shot with the Saber. Again, perfect weather conditions. I was proficient with it.
250 count for $15. Looking at this Olympia shot, it's an Olympia shot slug OS. It says it's a hollow point, but looking at it, it doesn't look like a hollow point. It looks like a cross point.
Yes, I'm not sure what you're looking at, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through and looking at this stuff. Yeah, it looks like a cross point. It doesn't look like a standard hollow point.
Yeah. Well, I said if anybody's going to go ahead and get an air rifle, I would suggest start out with a 22 caliber. You have so many diverse types of ammunition.
Oh yeah, you do.
So many. It actually has the most. I would probably say it has, if you take all the other calibers combined, with all the different types of ammos they all have, they'll probably be about the same amount of types of ammunition that one can do, because that's what they all focused on, was the 22 caliber, because it is the most common out there. The least is going to be the 20 caliber. I mean, yes, there is a 20 caliber, and it's good caliber. It's that, spot right in between 177 for trajectory and hitting power. It's that nice, beautiful medium. But it's just not prevalent here in the States. It's big over in Europe.
That's actually shocking, because I know certain areas in Europe have straight up gun and weapon bans, which is why they don't have a lot of high profile crimes. But then again, who's there to say you can't stab a sucker with a screwdriver
or run them over with a vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, a screwdriver is not a blade, and it's not a projectile. But then again, I mean,
so is a hammer.
You didn't hear this from me, but I mean, TSA lets you take a pen on an airplane. That right there, I'm sorry, but you can probably
Do a lot of damage.
excommunicate a few people with a pen way easier than you could with a pair of freaking nail clippers.
Hey, the pin is mightier than the sword, right?
Yeah, it's hard to swing a sword when you got a pen stuck in your hand. And it's a lot easier to like swing a pen than it is to swing, a 15-pound sword.
Yeah.
But, ooh, here we go.
Yeah. So yeah, Cliff is learning tonight, so which is good. Everybody can
I'm
learn.
just looking at stuff, seeing what I've already got like two or three things in my inbox or the checkout box. Just as I lost that one that I was looking at. Damn it!
Like I said, for the beginner air gunner, I would probably suggest the Dragonfly in 22 caliber.
I would suggest the gun I have, but the only problem is that
They don't
gun's
make
like $400 now.
Hey, Cecilia. Yeah.
Hey, Cecilia, how's it going?
But it's not going to be built like the one you have.
Nope. Well, I mean, you can find ones like mine if they were still made in the same year, but the problem is, again, those rifles are almost as expensive as buying a freaking Henry.
Yeah.
Like you're looking for that particular air rifle that I have. Me and Jason looked one time, and we were finding them anywhere between $300 and $600 for that air rifle.
Used.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there is no guarantee that thing actually even works.
Yep, and that's the good old-fashioned Sheridan.
That sucker is that one is literally the gift that keeps on giving.
That's okay, Cecilia. Oh, Cecilia says hi, Molly.
Hey, Cecilia.
Hey, Cecilia, how's it going? Hope you finally got some sleep. At least I hope that is what I wish.
Yeah, see, I'm wondering if they actually designed the Dragonfly with the Hades in mind. Because I noticed a lot of people, that's the one that's working with it.
Yeah, it might have been a second, like a afterthought that just happened to coincide fairly decently, but ooh, here we go, the Umarex Brimstone. Jesus, that's almost a 29 grain slug.
Yeah.
When that's on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is nasty.
Yeah, like I said, I tried the Grizzlies. I tried the Grizzlies with the hot sun and didn't like them. They were still too heavy.
Add to cart. Add it to the cart.
Did you make a profile? Did you get a thingy?
No, I'm just throwing these in the cart. That way they have them in there. Because the thing is, when you throw them in the cart, they don't go anywhere unless you either delete the page or remove them from the cart. So whether or not I have an account on here or not, they're going to just sit in there. And then every once in a while, I'm going to get a reminder, be like, hey, you left something in the cart.
Yes.
And then little by little,
it comes down. Yes.
Yeah, they'll throw me. They'll be like, here's like a $15 off coupon code. And I'll be like,
how do you think I ended up with the hot sun with the Jet 1?
Bro, the same way.
Hey, they offered me $80 off, and I go, can I add the promo code to it? They go, yep, okay. So I saved $95. No, it's more than $95. Create an account. It's free to create an account, and once you get so many Buckeye points, you can put it towards a purchase.
It's like everything else. You create an account, you save up certain, you get points for things, and you can use those points for other stuff.
You know, like I said, when you it'll come up as, how did you hear about us? Let them know that I let you guys know. Just put it in there. Pest Hunter Outdoors recommended me to start an account.
I should have put that. Wait, what? Crossman Prospect for $430. Ooh. Anyways, that's not even. Let's try that again.
Again, for the beginner, the Dragonfly 2, 22 caliber, sweet. I got a couple of people that actually, co-workers from work actually bought some, and they love them. One of them bought the 177. He goes, I should have bought the 22. I says, why not? Just fork out the money, buy the 22. His wife loves it because she's not strong enough to do a break barrel. She can do a small, like a child's brake barrel, but you can't do a full size brake barrel. So she loves that thing.
I'm curious as to why not.
What?
Why she can't use a
They're
like
older.
a standard?
They're older.
Okay, that might make more sense.
That's why I suggest the Dragonfly. They're going to be making that one for years.
Scooter, how you doing? Now I have to go through 35 pages of stuff to find the stuff out.
That's okay.
There's those magnums. I'll throw these in there.
Have all night.
Smack.
Yeah, like I said, Pyramid
Oh,
Air is a big website. Oh, and they do sell powder burner ammo now. I'm on it for trying to keep up with Midway USA.
Possible, not possible. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Well, Midway USA used to be strictly all firearms. Then they got into the fishing, and then they got into the air guns. Now they're into the camping and all kinds of stuff. So outdoor adventure. So that's when Pyramid Air went over to Pyramid Adventures as well.
Gotcha.
Mhm. And remember, they got crossbows, air bolts, arrows, bolts for crossbows. They got all kinds of stuff.
Definitely a CO2 gun.
No, I love CO2s. I mean, they're great. They're fun.
Yeah, 2240. That definitely looks like a CO2. It's not a brake barrel. It's not a pump.
Yeah.
That is definitely a CO2 gun.
What is it?
The Crossman 2240.
Yeah, that one's going to be.
Now that's CO2.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody heard. Daisy bought Crossman.
Interesting. I figured it would be the other way around.
Last week, Daisy bought Crossman. Well, Daisy also owns a few of the other airgun manufacturers now, too.
What in the sandwich? I literally just found 22 caliber freaking BBs.
Oh, no. No.
15.43 grain lead balls.
Oh, lead balls? Yeah, you're fine. Lead balls are fine.
Yeah, that's essentially a freaking, I didn't know.
I think it's still BBs. I'm going, no, you're going to ruin your rifling.
No, I did not know 22 even made BB style rounds.
Oh, by the way, they also make the airsoft BBs in 22
I'm gonna
caliber.
have to add that to my cart. I'm gonna just buy shit just tonight just to see what the hell this stuff does. Oh, I'm already at $40. Nice.
Oh, by the way, if you get to $170, it's got free shipping.
I ain't spending $170 on lead ammo.
Hey,
Way too much.
do it.
And I ran out of. I'm now out of ammo and into the loaders. I'm like, dude, I don't even have a rifle for these.
You know, while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and get a Diana Chaser kit? They're on sale big time too.
Oh,
They're on
what?
big time sale right now.
Ooh, the Springfield Ammo Armory M1A. That's actually not too bad, but that looks like a. Let's see, standard. Yeah, but some of this stuff I don't even need half of this stuff. I'm like, I'm at this point I'm already. It's now just giving me the loader clips. That's another CO2 gun. There's the Umarex Strike Point. I know that's CO2.
Mhm,
Tells you by
yes.
looking at it.
That's a lot of BBs at one time.
Yeah, I bet.
It will chew through them real quick.
I mean, most of the stuff I'm looking at now would be nice if I actually had a need for half of these rifles or whatever, but now I'm getting all the CO2 stuff. This has to be a CO2 because there's no way you're going to get a Sig Sauer for $120 on a pistol. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that's be CO2. I mean,
No
geez,
way.
my 1911 was what, $120?
Do all air guns auto resets? Oh, that's it.
Oh, look in your flash deals too, and refurbs.
Might
Usually
as
on the
well.
refurbs, it's going to be more of the higher end stuff, but they do every once in a while. You'll see something in there.
What's the flash sales under?
I think is the lightning deal. I think
It's not popped
or
up. There's no icon
or,
for it this week.
or refurbs.
I've got air guns, pellet guns, BB guns, archery, ammo, optics, shooting gear, outdoor gear, action sports, news, deals. Oh, there we go.
You
Yeah.
found it. Okay.
It'd be under deals, but there is nothing at the moment.
You can also find
Okay.
refurbished too. But usually when you do the refurbished, you're gonna get the stuff like that admin. You're gonna get the FXs. You're gonna get the day states. A couple of hot songs will usually be in there.
Clearance.
But you're looking at the pre-charged pneumatics.
Refurbed. Yeah, nothing so far. Yeah, it looks like they got the air compressors refurbed, but not looking in air compressors though.
Not yet. I mean, I'm sure there's a club around in your area too. By the way.
No, I'm pretty sure if I looked around for one. Took me a while to find a archery one. Well, technically not really. I've known where some of the archery places are around here, but I just don't go to them because, again, archery is not my entire existence.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, some of the archery guys are kind of egotistical.
They can be.
Yeah, well, I mean, same thing with the airgun guys too, but a lot of the guys will help you.
Some of them will.
No, I mean a lot of them will. You interested? Here, take a look.
But again, I mean, I'm not basing my whole thing around. I mean, I try to do variations of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I know for a fact that over the last 2 years, I've been gearing my channel towards gardening. If I start doing archery on my channel is going to take a huge dunk.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're not designed to have a one set of skills. We're supposed to have many.
Yeah. I can do construction stuff. I can do building. I build things. I over-engineer the crap out of it because that's the way my dad built stuff, and kind of sort of learn from that way. I have that same mentality.
See?
Build it once, that way you don't have to build it twice.
Yep. Overdue is what we do.
Yeah, that's the reason why, even using used wood, my 4 raised bed gardens that I made out of pine are still sitting there today.
Mm-hmm.
Next year might be a whole different story, but 4 years later, they're still sitting there.
I mean, I can see Cliff doing a second channel. Maybe.
I mean, technically, I should have already had a second channel because when I originally started this, actually a third channel, when I originally did backstory on this one, when I originally started my YouTube channel, I had originally started it for the fact that I wanted to be a fursuit maker. The easiest way to explain this would be the mascots. For like most major sports, you know how they always have like a random mascot?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a community out there of fursuiters which are similar to mascots, but their costumes cost like 5 times more than what a mascot suit would cost. Way better design, more attention to detail, blah, blah, blah. I originally started my channel to do stuff like that. And then I got into containers, not container gardening, into containers. Shipping container houses. For some reason, after I moved down here 2 or 3 years in, my focus shifted to container gardening. Container homes. Container homes turned into camping and outdoors, fishing, bushcraft. I was on a bushcraft kick for about, probably about 4 years, 5 years, about 3 or 4 years. And then I've been slowly shifting over to gardening. I'm on year 4 of gardening. I seem to have found a spot where I am actually comfortable. I like doing it. It's relaxing, and it's relaxing and stressing at the same damn time. But
Time constraint, yes.
you have a lot more a lot more people in the gardening community
Yes.
willing to actually talk with you and help you out. Unlike I hate to say this, unlike the bushcraft community, where if you're not a hardcore member of the bushcraft community,
You don't
a lot
exist.
of those guys will just straight up give you the middle finger and not give two shits.
Mhm. Well, like I said, with my channel, I decided, you know what? I do all kinds of things. So this is more of like a vlogging channel, if you know what I mean. I'm not a homestead. I'm not a gardening. I'm not a camping. I'm not, you know, a cooking. And I do all of it. Because just right now, my focus is gardening because it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Okay. So until I have everything in place, infrastructural wise, it's going to be my time is going to be focused on that. It's garden time. Now I'll sneak in a few things here and there. I might, like I said, we're doing the camping thing. Excuse me. I'm gonna try and fit in a fishing thing when I'm up there. Uh, Camaraderie, meeting new people. So that's gonna be a lot of little stuff, but all into one. It's the only way I can think of it. But I'm gonna try and break it down if I can. The camaraderie of being at the campsite with other people with like-minded YouTubers. Like I said, most of these YouTubers that I'm going to is going to be more of a homesteading and a couple support channels. As far as I know, I'm the only oddball out.
Well, I hate to say this, but anybody who does YouTube, oddball no matter what.
This is true. I mean,
You could have the most absolute basic channel on YouTube, and there will be that niche of people who will watch it
yes.
because that just happens to be what they like.
And
And regardless of what you say, they're still weird.
thank you, Deb. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Cliff.
I'll never be able to afford a new property.
Grace.
Land down here, even in the cheap ass areas, still expensive. I can buy land for $1,000 an acre, but the problem is there's literally nothing on it but weeds and tumbleweeds and
And no
lizards
water.
and zero water.
Yeah, not
So
even in the ground.
I'd have to pull a freaking oh my god. Now I forgot the channel name. Oh, the dude's got he's got a 5,500 gallon water collection on his UK property.
Yeah.
And now I forgot his name. Damn name. Cecilia, what's homie that's been on Joe's channel? He's been on his live panels twice. I can't remember his name. Simplified Gardening.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
He just put out a video earlier today. I have to watch that one too at some point. His entire water collection is 5,500 gallons of water. That is a lot of water. But at the same time, he lives in an area that's a lot more prevalent to rain than where we're at. I can't afford, even with that, I still can't afford the land. Any land that's cheap around here is like a 4-hour drive. That is an 8-hour round trip. I would love to relocate, Grace, but the amount of stuff that I have that I would have to take with me, I don't have a truck big enough. I would have to relocate probably 20 cubic yards of dirt, all of my containers, and I do mean all of my containers, and well over 200 or 300 planters. I don't own any trailers on the property. The camper that's sitting in the corner that I've shown you guys a few times actually belongs to my sister. She wanted it. I don't. No, I would need a 300-foot rental truck.
And yes, I did wash my hands.
Next year, it's going to Illinois. Doesn't matter. And at the moment, I don't have a vehicle that can tow it due to the fact that I do not have a hitch on my truck. I personally, I do and I don't want that camper because I would, if I got it, I would have to completely rebuild the refrigeration system. Yes, next year it'll be moving to Illinois.
Are you talking about the Jeep?
The Jeep and the camper.
Ah, okay. The big one?
No, the pop-up. That's the RV.
Okay.
No, the RV is the parents.
Yeah.
No, you just need a CDL.
If it's going to be private, over 16,000 pounds, they're actually requiring a
It's like a CDL class 2 or something like that.
no, a medical release.
Could drive a semi.
Oh no, the driver semi. No, I'm at the like the big RVs. They're asking for the a medical thing, whatever. Can't think off the top of my head.
Medical transport license?
No. It's you need to go and get your physical, like you're getting a CDL, your medical card.
So
Sorry.
Deb is now at 82. Well,
Jeez.
Vader just caught another one.
Yeah.
Now the Cecilia, the RV, I want nothing to do with that. To be dead honest, I do not want to drive it. You
don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. Yes, it's convenient because it's technically, theoretically, and probably most likely it could be used as a second home. It's not for me. I don't do the RV life. I'd rather sleep in a damn tent. I'd rather take a yurt over the RV. Yes, the RV has electric, it has power, blah blah blah, but I'm trying. In all honesty, I would, if push came to shove on something like that, I would try to get away from more technology than try to bring more technology into my life. I grew up without a lot of technology, and with the influx of technology as it is nowadays, this is the reason why we have stupid people and stupid kids.
Oh yeah, cell phones number one.
I'm sorry, but the increase of technology is literally decreasing humanity's intelligence.
More likely the common sense.
Common sense and the ability to read.
The comprehension.
I had 3 people yesterday at work ask me if I was open.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Oh yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, if I wasn't, I would not be here and the lights would be off.
Yeah.
Because I am tired of telling people, yes, I'm freaking open. My menu's on, my lights are on, and I'm doing work. If I was closed, I would not be here.
If you were closed,
simple as that.
The doors would be locked.
Unfortunately, I'm inside of another building. I don't actually have physical doors to actually lock.
Oh, okay.
I'm similar to the aspect of like a mall food court.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know that.
So yeah, there's 3 restaurants pretty much all in a row. We do not have shades or
Separators.
partitions or like a closed thing where a lot of those restaurants, they have that roll down mesh screen thing that you lock to the floor or whatever that says, hey, we're not open. I do not have one of those. But again, people, if you go somewhere and you do not see a menu that is on or anybody at the counter,
And the lights are off?
closed. If you see somebody standing there, you don't walk up to them and ask you, are you open? If I wasn't open, I wouldn't be freaking standing here. So, PSA to all those people that want to order food at restaurants. Use your brain and these two things that supposedly God was gracious enough to give you, the ocular region. Use it.
Oh, by
I
the way,
love y'all, but sometimes I want to punch people right in the throat and watch them suffocate to death on the floor.
yeah, we also have devices that tell us what time it is too. By the way, and there's usually a sign saying, "Yeah, we're open between these hours."
I've been open the same hours for the last 4 years, and I still get people. Are you open? No, dude, I closed just because you asked me that damn question.
Well, I go through that every Sunday morning. You guys open? Not until 8 a.m.
Yeah, Cecilia, honestly, unless I win the lottery or somehow manage to come into like $200,000, I'm pretty much stuck where I'm at the moment. Sucks being 43, living with parents, but you know what? It is what it is. I don't have to pay rent, don't have to pay electricity, don't pay for internet. My essentially my rent payment is maintaining the yard, cleaning it up, improving it, and growing free food. I'm also in-house security, so when people are away, I don't have to worry
You don't have to worry
about
about squatters.
people trying to steal my shit. I'm not as bad as Colin. I hate to break it to you. I actually do save money. I probably got more money. I have more money here in cash than I can guarantee Colin has. Guaranteed. Colin, I'm sorry if you happen to be watching this at the moment, but your spending habits absolutely suck.
I agree. Sorry. Yeah, we just bought a house.
Like, yes, I understand the fact that you do have a house, which you're one step up on me, but your external spending habits are terrible. I love you, brother, but you got to curb your spending at some point. But yeah,
Yeah.
I have not bought a lot of stuff in a while. The only thing I usually buy is food. This month, I am completely avoiding Home Depot and Lowe's, which sucks because I keep wanting to buy more citrus plants.
Yeah.
But I think the season for them have already passed. I keep checking, and they do not have any citrus, and I am mad as hell.
Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't stop going to Lowe's.
Yeah, see, I have that same problem with Home Depot due to the fact that it's literally across the street from where I work. You, unfortunately, are
Yeah,
forced to, well, you're not forced to, but you have to work there.
yes, I know.
So, yeah, your options are kind of limited onto whether or not you can or cannot go.
Oh,
Angel says you work, you got to go to work.
by the way, little birdie. Um, let's see. You know those solar panels I've been talking about?
Yeah.
We've only sold one.
Yeah, you were telling me that, and that was, what, like 3 weeks ago?
And guess what my lead did? Boxed
Ooh,
them up
did
and put them in top stock.
Yeah, he mislocated them?
Yes. So every once in a while, when I do the Sims, I'll kind of scan it and I'll keep my eye open for it, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually catching. I still haven't checked to see if my location actually has those. I know they have the generators. I've seen those, and I've seen the battery backups, like kind
Yeah.
of similar to what I have, but I have not seen anything on like the heavier duty like I want to say industrial, but not quite industrial.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about buying a new light bulb for our ceiling fan up here. It's on sale right now for $650 for a 2-pack, and you can control it with your phone. So when I'm doing the live streams, I can put it on the bright white, and then when we're not on live streaming, I can put it back to the soft light and I can dim it. So,
Nice.
Knowing that, now I play music, I can get that disco light thing going. Have it, play the different songs.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, sorry for the spelling on that one, but yeah, no, on that one, Grace, no, my Mayor Lemon is not root bound. I could probably pull it up a little bit and add a little bit more dirt to the bottom, but I would have to let that dry out a tad bit. But at the same time, citrus plants like a certain temperature and climate. I don't know why they sell them down here because we have honestly the worst climate to try and grow citrus.
Yes.
We have the heat.
Here.
The only problem is it's too dry.
Yes.
Citrus plants, in all honesty, you want to consider them like a tropical plant. They like heat and moisture.
Yeah, but they do very well in the Arizona for some reason.
Because Arizona doesn't get, in certain areas of Arizona, it does not drop below freezing.
This is true. But they take a lot of water.
Yeah, they do. The citrus plants are weird too. They like being wet, but not too wet, which is the whole humidity / tropical climate. But at the same time, so the problem with my plants is at the time when I got them, I did not know this. I bought the plants that I bought were not straight. They were. I had one that went up and it bent.
Mm-hmm.
The other one did the same thing. Since I have killed 4 citrus plants, which sucks by the way, because that's about $100 worth of dead plants. That's a very expensive oops.
Oh, Deb's gonna sleep really good tonight. She got a CPAP machine and a little bit of a drink.
Ooh, nice. Peach and McKillicuddies. Nice. Raven Cat's gonna be good sleep.
Yep.
But yeah, so no, my plants are not technically root bound. I have to do a little bit more trimming, which is the only reason why I have fruit on them this year. I trimmed them at the end of last season, let them overwinter in the greenhouse, and I kid you not, I felt like they doubled in size just sitting in the greenhouse.
Yep. They filled in.
That they did.
Mm-hmm.
I have to...
Except for one.
Yeah, I'm still confused on that one because that one is now actually growing lemons.
No leaves, still.
No leaves, but has 2 lemons growing on it right now.
That's funny.
I'm confused. Like, I'm stumped. Now, whether or not they actually make it past a certain stage is going to be a whole nother pancake. But at the moment, the outer leaves or the flower leaves have fallen off, and then you have that little centerpiece, which develops into the lemon or lime later down the road. I'm going to see what it does a couple of weeks from now. If it grows a little one and then falls off, I know, okay, that was not good.
Yep.
I still have to transplant both of those into a bigger container. So the smaller ones, yes, those are probably majorly root bound. The other ones that I have in the whiskey barrel planters, not so much. But again, I will have to trim those, in which case I'm not really going to trim them. What I'm going to do on that one is I will take my lazy butt over to Amazon, make an account, and buy grafting balls, which Jason should know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You basically Cambrian layer off of that in a couple sections, throw some dirt in there, rooting hormone, and clamp it around the branch and wait 40 days or whatnot until it grows roots, and then you snip the damn thing off, plant that. I've got a couple of branches I would like to do that with. Hopefully I can succeed on that one and start getting some more citrus that way. Because I have a few of them that have some very good starter branches that would work absolutely perfectly just because of the way they grew.
Yeah. It's just getting some good rootstock too. For later on when you regraft it again.
Yep. But
Yeah,
that is, unfortunately, that is a 2 to 3 year process on getting that going. We'll see if I have enough to do it. We shall see.
I said, I haven't done anything like that since high school.
I've never actually truly grafted a plant.
That's not hard. You got your Western Garden or your Sunset Garden book?
Yeah.
It's in there.
Oh, dude, I have all of these gardening books. I guarantee almost every one of them tells me how to graft something.
Oh yeah.
But I've never had to do it because I've never been in a position where I'm at now, where I'm doing, you know, 40% gardening, 10% sleeping, and 50%, work and all the
Yeah.
other things. So I've never been in a prime spot to do something like this. Even
The time
before when I moved down here the first 5 years, I wasn't doing any of this stuff. I was maintaining the yard, sweeping up the leaves, keeping the weeds down and watering the plants, but most of that stuff was already in place when I moved down here.
and then you just added a little bit here, add a little bit more, add a little bit
Yeah,
more,
little by little,
add a little
I
bit
am
more.
slowly taking over the yard, but my yard takeover is beneficial to the rest of the family.
Yes.
We're getting nice plants to look at, free herbs. Literally, I have like an endless supply of herbs at the moment. It's ridiculous. Next year, I'll be getting a ton of free fruit. Like
Oh,
right now, one of my apple trees has like 40 apples on it.
ooh, sweet.
But
Oh,
what I'm going to do is each one of those sections, because I've noticed the way these apples work on this one at this point now is everywhere there's a cluster of apples, it's usually about 5 to 6 little apples.
yeah,
I'm going to trim that down by half.
yeah. June drop might do that for you.
I might wait till then. We'll see. But I might physically have to just go in there with like a little pruning shears and just every other apple and just clip it off on each branch. So I only have three on there. I would still like the apple tree itself to generate more roots, but the fact that it's telling me it is generating apples tells me that I already have a sufficient root stock. Otherwise, it would not be generating apples.
Yeah. It means it's got a good carbohydrate transfer.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's got a good nutrient base. I mean, I over-engineered the hell out of the soil that I put that thing in. So I've got that going on both my big apple trees. My cherry trees are about to start producing cherries. Or sorry, my cherry tree, which has somehow managed to split, which is another reason why I want to get those grafting balls, is because I want to separate both those trees and put them in two different containers.
Yeah, I just can't wait till this upcoming fall when I can order about 4 bare root trees and get them going. And
I actually think I lost 3 trees this year, so that's $75 that I lost again.
Yeah, with the bare root, you are taking a chance because the survival rate is a little bit lower on those. However, once they become established, they actually grow better. That's the upside for bare root.
That's almost every tree that I've bought is technically considered bare root. It's bare root grafted.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about it shows up in a bag full of sawdust.
Yeah.
That's bare root, yeah.
Yeah, bare root. But in order to get those bare root, they graft them onto other trees.
Most fruit trees are.
Yeah, so it's a grafted bare root, which is always, you'll notice you always got the one stem come straight out, but you also see that flush cut on one side at like a 45 off the main branch, unlike what would be a main branch.
Yeah. And usually they'll grow into a large stalk and you'll never know once they get large enough.
Yeah. Mine, my 2 apple trees, you can't even tell they were grafted. I kid you not, those things are
About that big around right now.
I'd say a little smaller. They're about that big around, but they're getting thick fast.
That's good.
And I'm talking since I transplanted them into those big blue ceramic planters that I have in the back.
Yeah.
Those things over one season have grown like 4 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, next season, I'm going to have to trim them.
Yeah, since I put that compost around the trees, I got a way good response. Way better.
Oh yeah. Because what's happening is that root base is not quite as wide as the canopy just yet.
Yeah.
because that's how most fruit trees work. Their root base is almost as wide as the canopy, and it's usually, if you trim the canopy, then yes, the root base is going to be expanded past the treetop, but that's only because you've maintained a sizable tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, you add that fertilizer, nutrients, compost, whatever, all of the nutrients are just going to go straight into the root.
Right
And
in,
that tree is going to explode.
Yeah, like I said, we almost lost I lost one apple over winter. One apple's doing wonderful. And what's the other one? The
Peach,
no, it's not peach. Nectarine.
nectarine.
Nectarine. Most of the tree died from this last winter. I got one branch, and it's all leaves.
I'd keep the branch as long as it's got leaves on it. That means it ain't dead.
Yep. So towards the here, probably this upcoming September, I'll go ahead and I'm going to deadwood it. I was kind of hoping, the other ones would come back. No signs yet, nothing. So I'm figuring I got one of the small branches coming down from the lower part of the tree. I don't like it because it's coming out and then up, but I don't really have much of a choice. That's been in the ground for 2 years.
I'll see that I had a similar issue when I bought the cherry tree, and I only bought one cherry tree because with a cherry tree, once that thing is established, you literally almost never run out of cherries,
and you don't have to worry about it.
But here's the thing: it was a grafted branch, again, bare root with the one graft. It was, I don't know, I think when I bought it, it was about 2-3 feet tall. Planted it, did good, died over winter, but then sent out 2 weird side shoots literally right next to each other. The following season. Say what?
At the crown?
Below the dirt.
Yeah, okay. They're suckers, and they're just making another tree.
Essentially, that's pretty much what they did. So I had to cut the main one off, and I cut it right, literally half an inch above where it was originally grafted. Yep. Those things they're like 4 or 5 feet tall now.
Now the problem is
why I want to separate them.
Yeah, and let me guess. Do you still remember which cherry it was that was grafted on that rootstock, or do you know what rootstock that is?
It was the what the hell was the name of the cherry? It wasn't the Bing cherry. It was shit. Oh, what the hell? Montmorency.
Okay.
It was the Montmorency was grafted originally to it.
Yeah, so with that, knowing the top of it, you can probably find out what the bottom one is. Because they usually only graft to one type of bottom. So you get the best of the root will produce food for the top of the tree.
Yeah, you get the...
But they match it.
So I'm still hoping that the offshoots are still the Montmorencys that are coming up. If not, it could be a Bing. It could be
anything.
Like something different. It could be, I'd have to wait until it either A, produces or starts giving me flowers. But the problem is with a lot of cherry trees, even if you look at the flower,
the same.
They all look the same.
But yeah, you can still look at what the top stock was, and then you can actually research to find out what the bottom stock is for what they use for their perfect match.
I still have the sticker code on there too. I could type in the code for it, the item number or what the registration number.
Yeah, and you can find out
what they put on it.
Yeah, then you can find out what the bottom stock is. Then you know what you got.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're grafting on or whatever, it's probably still a Montmorency, more than likely. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it'll produce this year. It's doing fantastic. So
yeah, which is good.
Yeah, almost every one of my fruit trees right now, the 4 that I have that are actually killing it, they're going hog wild right now.
Yeah, and if anybody gets a tree to plant, now's the worst time to plant the tree. Hold off until fall.
It's too
plant
hot.
The tree in fall. Yep, it will not survive. Well,
If you're in
it still might survive north of us, but down here where we're at, no, it's already too hot.
Yeah, unless you keep it shaded and you essentially have to water it every day to every other day and give it a
Yep,
lot of
maybe.
fertilizer,
Yeah.
you might be able to get it to go. But the heat will destroy the leaves. If you miss 1 or 2 days of watering, your tree will essentially die.
Yep.
So if you do decide to plant, which at this point we do recommend highly against it unless you're in a cooler climate, shade your tree.
Yeah. Best time to transplant is when it's dormant.
Yeah, that's why you usually want to transplant your tree. There's a reason why when you go to a lot of these nurseries, they have all the bare root trees or the nursery trees
Yeah.
in like February, March, because that is when they want you to plant them. They want you to plant them essentially before your considered last frost date. If it's in the ground, it's not going to freeze the roots. They're already in those plastic pots exposed to the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Sticking it in the ground is not going to make any difference to the tree roots.
It'll be warmer. Oh, Deb says, Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, which is coming up soon. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
I will be right back. I got to go smack a bush.
Alrighty.
And it's not a rat.
I know I need to get that sticker made. I really do. Yeah, like I said, again, I know we've gone through several different subjects through the evening, so I try to keep it more towards the gardening and with current events, being springtime, going into the summer. Now we're going to start going into the harvesting soon, but you can still plant your vegetable gardens where we're at. We can still plant almost up to midsummer and still have enough time before it gets cold. We do have the longer growing season. With that said, in the summertime, you still have to keep a close eye on your plants. Make sure they are getting enough water, especially if they're going to be in a planter. Shade your planters if possible in the midday, late afternoon sun to keep the pot from getting too hot. Yeah, and and for Cecilia, please make sure she gets good weather. Still need a little bit of rain. Speaking of rain, we had about 40 inches of rain so far since January 1st. Some other places around us have gotten far more. They had a very large sour tree. That's usually going to be the root stock for most of the cherry trees. It's going to be a sour, but then they put the sweet ones on top of that because the sour cherry trees will actually grow really, really well, and the sweet ones don't do very well with their own rootstock. That's why they put the sweet cherries on top of the sour cherries. The trick was not to fall after the 15 feet. Yeah, no, the sour cherries are perfect for the pies or a jam or something. You can sweeten it up with honey or sugars, not corn syrup, please. Yeah, quite a few. I mean, literally right around us. Livy's, was it 53? I think it's still impassable as when I last checked, which was a couple days ago. That's from Houston to Livingston. Water was over the the highway there. Down south of us, Kirbyville, just massive flooding 4 weeks ago. I mean, real bad. It was actually 4 weeks ago tonight, or last night. They got over 13 inches of rain in just a few hours. And a lot of people lost their homes, a lot of people lost a lot of things. Some people lost everything. I mean, I heard of some of the restaurants were flooded. Some of the houses were flooded up to the top of windows on their homes. Vehicles totally submerged in water. We're talking pickup trucks submerged in water up to the top of the cab. Oh yeah, cobbler's bars, yeah, cakes. Darn it, Deb, why you start doing that? Now I'm gonna be hungry too. Yeah, let's see. To the north of us wasn't too bad. Over in Louisiana, yeah, there were some high waters, but as the waters are making their way south through what's that river? Oh shoot, the bay is named after it too. What river is that? That's not it. I'm looking. Trying to remember the name of that river. Trinity. The Trinity River is like way over its flood banks. I mean, they had to evacuate people and water rescues. And that was from Lake Livingston. Let's see. That is, yes, it is the Trinity River. So yeah, a lot of people going down river. They're still at flood stage. Let me take a look here. What is it now? Okay, the next segment will be issued Thursday afternoon at 2:15 p.m. And let's see, is it giving me? Okay, full bank stage is at 36 feet, and it's still at 41 feet. So we're still looking at 5 feet above flood stage.
That's a lot of water.
It is, well, they're releasing 145,000 CFS.
Woo!
They have no choice because they found out that the dam is actually unstable, so they're dropping it as fast as they can.
Yeah, dams at max capacity is what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Recent activity maximum river stage is at 24 hours, ending at 7:45 p.m. Wednesday was 34 feet, 34.7 feet. So like it says right here, bank full stage is at 36 feet. So yeah, it's still over the banks.
That doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that that's a 3-story building.
Yes. So yeah, it's was it like 5.7 feet above flood stage, and it's gone down. But like I said, when you go further south than us, further south from us, it actually starts to flatten out. It's not as hilly as like where we are. So yeah, so right there where Livingston Lake was, a little bit north of there, towards like the Crockett area, Buffalo, Palestine area, they got hit with a massive amount of rain, which all goes right into the Trinity River. And then that flows down through Livingston. And then Trinity River goes into the, I think was it the Trinity Bay or something like that. Yeah, it looks like Trinity Bay.
Send me all your water.
So which is going to be actually southeast of Houston. So basically right where Devil Dog is. He's not too far away from there. But okay, he looks like he might be just a few miles from there. But I think he's high enough up that he's not going to have to really worry about it. There's other stuff that's going to be in the way. but still, it's a little bit close. And let's say for us, like I said, our was it the where the water collects for the creeks, the headwaters? For us, we're only maybe about 40 square miles of headwaters for the creek that comes by our house. So I mean, it really has to rain really hard, really fast, or hard and long for a long time for the water to actually come up and get us. I mean, we were that same week, that 4 weeks ago. I mean, we were probably about 3 feet away from flood stage for us. But still, that 3 feet, all we needed was another 2.5, 4 inches of rain in that time period. Yeah, then we would have had water going across the property. But I do know 20 inches within 5 hours, yeah, we get flooded.
That's a lot of water.
It is 20 inches of rain. Yes, it is. It's hard to phantom 20 inches of rain in 5 to 6 hours. But that's what it
You're looking
takes.
at 4 inches of rain an hour, which is still a lot of rain in a lot of places.
It is a lot of water. Believe it or not, it is. Like I said, you saw the videos I took and I posted.
Oh, yeah. And you got to understand, too, on all of that rain, that 20 inches of rain is some states and or countries' yearly rainfall. If you got that in 5 hours,
Yeah.
you're underwater, essentially.
And like I said, that whole area is not that large. I mean, when you look on the map, and I actually looked up and I actually mapped the headwaters where it all starts for us, because for Sam Rayburn Lake, the water actually goes to the west of us, and we have hills in the way. So we will not be flooded from Sam Rayburn. Even if the dam busted, we're not going to get hit by it, because there's a couple of 100 feet between us and the what is it? Trying to remember the name of the river off the top of my head. I cannot remember. Why cannot remember? Oh, because it's probably late. What's that county north of me?
It's a dry county.
The Angelina River is one that goes into the lake, and the other one is Spears Creek. Goes in at the other side. Because basically the lake that we have is several forks for where the water goes in and out of. But we just have the main river, and then we just got several creeks that feed the lake.
Scooter, how's it going?
He's inside the house parking. So like I said, we got the Angelina River, which actually moves a lot of water, believe it or not, and which actually goes down to Steinhagen, which is going to be where a lot of our campgrounds are. And those have ended up underwater a couple of times. That lake is only like maybe 8-10 feet deep through most of it. Until you get down towards the dam, then it gets a little bit deeper. And then that one goes down towards Beaumont and out through towards the Sabine River down there by the coast.
That is weird, Deb.
What?
Sounds interesting, but weird.
I missed it here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I've seen people put ketchup, barbecue sauce. Yeah, I've seen it done before, but yeah, that's not me.
I'll throw like bacon and maybe like the worst I've ever done is sour cream on my mac and cheese.
Sour cream.
Sour cream.
Sour cream, yeah. No, I like to put tuna in there with peas and carrots and onions and
I've done shredded chicken.
casserole. Yeah,
Yeah, it's essentially cheese
it's
casserole.
Mhm.
Cream of
Yep.
mushroom, yeah, I've seen that one done. Not personally my favorite, but I will say that is probably one of the more normal things to add to mac and cheese.
With bacon.
I'm telling you, man, dude, mac and cheese with bacon, dude. Until
Oh,
you had mac and cheese with bacon, yeah, you ain't had mac and cheese.
yeah.
I've done when I get bored, and every once in a while, I'll add some like chili mac or some like Hormel chili to my mac and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a chili mac too. Or
Yeah.
chili spaghetti.
Can't go wrong with that. Although when you do chili mac, if you do like the standard Kraft package of mac and cheese and plus the can of chili mac, that's actually enough for 2 people.
It is. I'll see. Deb hates ketchup. I am not a big fan of ketchup. If I get bad fries, I'll put ketchup on them with hot sauce.
Right.
Hot sauce makes ketchup better.
No, I'm not a fan of hot sauce. Like, it doesn't taste good anymore. It's so bad. Don't know why.
Yeah, just don't get the vinegar-based ones.
I have just lost. Like, I used to drink bottles of hot sauce all the time in high school. I'm just like, there's no heat to this. This stuff tastes like watery ketchup.
Or vinegary ketchup.
Yeah, it's
Thin
essentially
vinegary ketchup, yeah. But
wet
then again,
vinegary ketchup.
I happen to like the vinegar.
I mean, I don't like vinegar personally. I have no problems with barbecue sauce, ketchup, whatever. Just straight vinegar, no thank you.
All right, guys, 8-minute warning.
9-minute warning. Just kidding.
Yep.
91-minute warning.
No. Oh, before it's time to shove off almost 3 hours. Yep.
As long as you don't shuffle off your mortal coil,
Yeah.
I think we shall be kosher.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, yeah. If you have ketchup, get the better ketchup.
Yeah, don't get the off-brand. Get the actual Heinz.
Yeah. Far better tasting. No, let's see. Let's see. What else? What else we got for gardening and pest control and camping and cooking and food? Yes, food. I don't know what I'm going to cook yet when I'm up there. I'm honestly thinking about doing a chili thing, a chili cook-off type thing. I might do that. So I might have to get some sausage, some hamburger.
Maybe you can convince Deb to send you some frozen quail.
No,
Roast some quail out there.
that's not enough for everybody. I mean, we're doing a full-on campground of almost 60 sites.
Oh, so you guys are good, essentially doing like potluck style food.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll probably be a night for
I
our.
think Deb has enough quail for that.
No, there's not.
And 2 quail per person just is not enough.
No, it's not. You need like 6 or 7.
I mean, I think I only ate 3 personally, but I don't know. I don't know why. I just was not hungry that night.
Oh man,
Actually, I didn't even eat that much that whole day.
because we're probably just busy. We didn't even think about it.
I don't. When I start working, I'll eat like once, and then I just keep working until I'm either A, feeling hungry, or just decide to stop working, and then I start feeling hungry.
Yeah, cheap ketchup is lackluster. Exactly.
Mustard, however, is not.
Ooh, like I said, I do like several of the hot brown mustards.
You get your good spicy mustard, you got a good spicy mustard. You get
Yeah,
your standard yellow mustard. I don't care if it comes from the
French's.
cheap side or the like name brand. It's mustard.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, French's is going to probably be about the best yellow mustard.
You should try the boar's head mustard.
The boar's head, yes. Well, that's a spicy brown mustard. Then. Yes,
Yeah.
I would have to order to get it here. I don't know. Is that a Southwest thing? The boar's head?
What?
Boar's
It
head
might
rock?
be.
Oh, we have it here? Okay, yeah, we got it here.
Yeah, usually you really only find it during like the holiday season.
Yeah, that is the reason why the chicken tastes so good.
I've had some pretty good boar's head stuff, and I'm just like, ooh, nice.
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's like once we start getting the boar's head, it was like boar's head or nothing.
Boar's head or bust.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a fly bothering me. Yeah, like I said, yeah, once we start getting the boar's head there at the Fry's and there in the Phoenix area, it was actually really, really good. I don't know if that's the AC messing with my hair.
Blowing it just so it feels like something's
It's
crawling on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there. So
Lean to the left.
I know I
Sorry,
need
lean to the right.
to get all this taken care of. I need to get all this trimmed before I go next week.
The Lusty Monk.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dirty bar. No offense, Grace, but that does sound like a dirty bar.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Grace has been to Edwards Air Force Base. Do you remember the bar on Avenue I named the Booby Trap? Biker bar.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, see, Deb's got boar's head over there, too.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it was a Southwest thing or if it was across the U.S.
No, I believe it's across the U.S. The only problem is you only find it prevalently during holiday season.
Yeah. Unless you're at a Kroger, then it's year-round.
Not
Oh, Grace doesn't
necessarily.
remember it. Grace doesn't remember it.
Ooh, she might have been drunk that day. But 3-minute warning?
3-minute warning. Yeah, so
Actually, now at this point, 2-minute warning.
oh, we can do that. Who's got the cap gun? Yep, 2-minute warning, just like football. Then let's see.
Except they need to aim lower.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. So I want to do I want to do the chili. So I need to take my my crock with me. Or, no, not my crock, but the my cast iron Dutch oven. Because of course you got to make it with that. It's got to be in a Dutch oven, so it stays nice and warm. Oh, that means I need to get some Watch Your Sister sauce and let's see what else.
The way you missed 100 ways to mispronounce that, and you missed every one of them.
Why not? Just make fun of it.
This man, I'm dying over here. The minute you said that, like, all the wheels started, like, oh my god, this guy.
Yeah. So yeah. So I need to get some, like I said, I need to get some brown mustard. I need to get some like 2 jalapenos. I need to get an onion and yes, I do like putting the kidney beans in with it.
And you have, what, 2 weeks before you got to go?
1 week.
Shit.
Oh, I totally cheat with it. I have no trouble throwing cans of kidney beans in there.
Why not?
Yeah. It's just a filler. Yeah, I can make the monkey bread. Problem is, it's kind of hard to share that because it'll probably never make it to the table. I will probably eat it all before I get there.
Right.
Probably won't be enough to go around.
You'd have to make like 4 pots worth of that stuff.
Oh, yeah. But I can only put 2 cans in there at a time. I've tried doing 3. It does not come out. It's 2 cans. Now, if I had a wider Dutch oven, then I could probably do 3 cans. But like I said, it's just essentially only go like 4 inches deep. If you go any more than that, it comes out doughy on the inside. Or I would have to put in a cone on the inside so it gets heat in there, like a bundt pan.
Yeah. I just do them in a bundt pan.
Because the bundt pan doesn't fit in the Dutch oven.
They make smaller ones.
Oh, yeah, I remember the 20 Mule team, yes. The 20 Mule team.
20 Mil Team Road, and she had the
Over in Boron.
yeah, and the frosted mug and the coffee mug.
Yeah.
0-minute warning.
Yep, I was about to say it's 11 o'clock, folks. I hope everybody has a nice, wonderful week. I'll see everybody next week about 2 hours earlier. So I'm going to try and plan for 6 p.m. next Wednesday because I do have to get up real early that morning. Get ready and out the door, hopefully before 6 a.m.
You may or may not see me depending on how busy I get next week, or if
that's totally fine.
if weather inclement.
Yeah, like I said, it all depends on timing for Cliff. If anything, it might even be a short one. I don't know yet.
Well, he's going to go live regardless of whether or not I'm here. It's just going to be whether or not I show up is the only problem.
I'm planning for 6 p.m. Whether it happens or not, I will send out a notice, on YouTube, so you guys can quick click on there and see if I'm going to be going live that night, or maybe get a notification. So just put that there on your calendar books. All right, and with that, everybody have a wonderful week. Always remember, get outside, have fun, and be kind to one another, and slap a rat.
Right in the face.
Oh, yeah. Knock that rat right over.